now I'm live.
Penis?
They missed out the penis. They missed out the penis, guys.
Penis.
Good
Good night, folks. That's all we wanted to say. Good night.
That's all. Welcome to Calamus, and goodbye already.
Oh gosh. Oh, good night, guys. That was a good session.
10 out of 10 session,
Just
guys.
penis and gone.
Jessica, can you come move the baby head?
Baby head?
Yes, it's just. Yes, I will move the child's head.
Look at my screen, Laura.
Do you have something to talk about? Did you murder a baby?
Look at my screen.
Oh, hang on, give me a second. Oh,
So
that's disturbing as all hell. I hate that. I love it, but I hate it.
Wait, I didn't see it. Hold on.
So I'm just here eating my pasta, and then I look up to see that.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I love it.
Nice.
It's perfect.
It's beautiful. It's like me.
Yeah,
Just like-
empty inside. Hey.
Exactly. You see, you get...
Okay, you can turn that up. I got it. That was a fail. I can't see anything here. Just move it off the table.
Oof.
Because I need space for my D&D box.
Do you really?
Anyway, should we tell them about like the situation with the missing person that's
I
not
have
in the
moved
call
the
at the moment?
child's cranium.
No, because it's the same thing every week. He'll be by when he's by.
Yeah,
Ah,
just
okay.
contact everyone. JT's gonna be a little bit late because his parents always wanted to do something, and poor boy. But like I said, he'll be here when he'll be here. He said he'll be late. He always lets us know in
He'll
advance.
get here when he gets here.
Exactly.
Also,
He'll be fashionably
we're not
late.
drinking, so if tonight is weird, it's not my fault.
Yeah, Peter's getting a little bit drunk.
It's not my fault.
Same, but I don't really care for it. So it's a
He's going to be drinking a dizzy juice.
The adult juice. The adult apple
The
juice.
dizzy juice.
Oh, it's
No.
adult
Dizzy
The
juice.
secretly, it's
Dizzy
nail
juice.
polish juice. Nail polish remover juice.
Yeah, I'm slowly poisoning myself.
Woo!
Same.
Alright, laptop, if you could update and tell me that Lois is live, that would be amazing.
Nah.
That would be amazing, but then again, this is everything else we're on about. Everything, nothing ever goes right on first try.
Look, there she is.
Hey, there I am. Or am I?
Alright, last session, everyone apart from Bowie had some crazy ass nightmare. Bowie had a very wholesome moment with her mother. She met Sylvanas again, but this time instead of being in wolf form, he was in a dragon form. Everyone had a pretty traumatic nightmare. Hoot was forced to make a pact with a god that may or may not be the reason why he keeps having to relive his lives over and over again. So that's how they're all doing. Darius is currently asleep in the woods on the floor. Lena didn't sleep at all. Bowie's not okay either. Or not Bowie. Brooke is not okay.
Woo!
It's just a whole mess at the moment.
Everyone.
Except for Bowie.
Yeah.
Everyone's depressed and wants to die. Just like in D&D.
Hey!
Mood. Hey, I feel.
Okay, so who wants to start? Kit, Hoot, or Bowie?
Aren't we all still in the same room?
Well,
No.
Kenneth proceeds to chuck his journal out the window.
Oh, yeah, that's where we left off. Sweet.
Yep, that's where we left off.
And
Alright,
that's where we'll
Hoot.
continue.
Hoot, you raise your hand and you count down from 5, and as soon as you get to 1, the book is on the bed.
He sighs and just goes to sit back down on the bed. Okay, let me just do that another 26 times and maybe my day will make more sense.
If that hits somebody, I'm gonna laugh.
It's best not to throw a book in the middle of a town with the civilians. Let's go on into the woods so that we can throw it.
He's just gonna sigh and shake his head.
Is that what you're gonna do?
He shakes his head no.
Oh,
I
okay.
need to get stuff done. As nice as that sounds, I need to figure out this whole fucking mess.
Well, first things first, we should probably figure out what all you can do.
Yeah, so heading to the library might be a good idea. Because,
Sounds like
yeah.
Alright?
and he's gonna get up and like as he walks he's gonna pat Brooke's shoulder. Thanks for the help. I need it.
You're welcome. I'm always willing to help.
Joke's on you. The library burned down during the fight with Adam.
No. Did it actually?
No.
Okay, good.
You all literally went out to see if there was any damage. You already know the library didn't burn down.
Yeah.
We have bad memory.
Yep.
I will be sure to remember that. Especially since one of you people don't take notes. I wonder who that could be,
I'm
guys.
so sorry, but
I have a reason not to take notes.
I think it's all of us who doesn't take notes.
No.
No, Alina
I take
has
notes.
Alina has a journal that is my notes.
Okay, so it's just me. Okay.
No, it's Kit too.
it's, yeah.
That's
Talk
what I was
about me.
talking about. But anyway.
Oof.
Someone else has been
going to the
exposed now.
library? So you guys are going to the library?
Yep.
Yes, we're going to the
Yep.
library.
Awesome. You all get shot and killed on the way there.
Oh.
Okay. Let me just wait 30 minutes and I'll be back.
Yeah,
No.
Zahor says, "Not today, bitch," and punches you so hard you wake up.
Oof.
And he just sighs.
Alright, what were you saying, Burb?
Bowie's too angry to die, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, well, you guys arrive at the library. What are you doing?
Gonna look around for books on kind of.
Please keep in mind that you are in a fishing village, so you might not find what you're looking for.
Yeah. Just kind of a little bit of hope, just maybe a little bit. Just kind of a broad term, I guess.
Is there like a library
The nature of
somewhere?
What'd you say, Jessica?
Is there a librarian somewhere?
Yeah, there's an older, gnome woman who's sitting at a desk reading a book.
Kenneth's gonna walk over and then go, book about magic? Location where, please?
She's gonna look up from her glasses. It's like one that the old, like, stereotypical librarian who looks at you over her glasses. She looks at you up and down. Huh. I don't think any of your kind have ever asked me where a book is. What kind of book do you need?
He's gonna shrug and point over at Brooke. Book on magic. Like, spell.
What kind of magic?
Magic don't know. Try figure out which magic has.
Well, the only real magic we have here is about druidic magic. That's all we really have.
That probably won't help us then.
It might. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean,
look for that and book on gods, perhaps?
She shakes her head a bit. She gets a bit of a sigh. She picks up her cane that's next to her. It's pretty fucking long, by the way. Like, you would think, like, it's a cane, but, like, this is abnormally long for someone her size to use as a cane. It's more of like a yardstick. And she picks it up and points to one of the farther bookcases away from you. Should be right down there somewhere, possibly on the end. You're looking for druidic magic. It's going to be a purple-bound book. And then you said gods. She points to another one on the other side of the room. Black cover with silver lettering, and that should be the one you're looking for.
Thank you. We'll look at book now. And he's going to like point at Brooke and then point her over to the direction of the magic book. You get purple, me go look for black.
Okay. And I guess I do what he says. Probably
And
not gonna be anything new to me.
Bowie's able to go to whoever she thinks could help.
Actually, Boo's gonna
Or
do her
girl.
own research.
Or do that, yeah, no worries.
Boo. After the two of them like kind of leave and stuff, Boo's gonna ask the librarian. So I know that this continent worships Sylvanus. I want to know, a little bit more about it. But I'm guessing that's, in the same book that the bird's getting.
Well, that's the one that your friend is looking at is a more broader term, or a broader spectrum of different gods from different areas. What exactly do you want to know about Sylvanus?
Mostly any legends, tales, or deeds that he's done so far, and what makes him, so worshipped around these lines. I'm curious as a traveler.
She thinks for a moment. You can see that she probably knows every book in here by memory. As she takes a moment, you can see her eyes scan over the bookshelves. Her eyes stay on one specific bookshelf for a few seconds at a time, and you see her mouthing to herself as she does that through every bookshelf in the room before she finally stops on one that's about a few feet away from you and says, middle of the shelf is going to be a light green, and the lettering will be dark green. On the cover, there should be an image of a wolf. I believe that is something you would find interesting.
Alrighty, thank you. And Boo's just gonna, go over there to where the librarian. English, please.
I got you. Alright, who wants to go first?
Me?
Okay, you're the one looking for the druidic magic?
Yeah, guess so.
Alright. Well, it takes you... Actually, no. Roll me...
She told me what it was.
Yeah, I know. No, she told you what shelf it was on. You still have to find it. Roll me investigation.
Oh, frick. I messed. Shush. Don't look at me.
I'm looking at you. I'm judging you.
No. Okay.
Oh, look at that. You made up for it. It takes you not very long to find it, especially after the description of the books that she just gave you. You're able to quickly find it.
Sweet. Kind of briefly skimming through it initially, is there anything that seems new to me?
No.
Alright.
You are a druid. You pretty much know everything here.
Yeah. I'll go to the table of contents, see if maybe something in there catches my eye.
What exactly are you looking for?
Brooke hasn't encountered other druids, actually. So, maybe something more about the nature of druidic circles and how to... stuff like that. Like how the groups and how to join them and things like that. She's the only druid she knows.
Alright, you are able to find, after going through the table of contents, there's quite a few chapters, some ranging from where different terrains that druids can come from, others for wild shapes and different kinds, the tiers of it, and then you're finally able to find what page or what chapters really are the circles fall under. Flipping to the chapters that go over the circles, each one has its own area, and it ranges from a circle of spore druid, and each one has descriptions on how to join the circles and what they're usually about or what their goals are in some way. What exactly are you looking for in this chapter?
I'm gonna look for land druids because I know that's what I am.
Okay, you're a land druid, but what variation?
Coast.
Coast, okay. What are you looking for exactly? Like,
Just
do you
maybe
know?
if there are any. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I want you to go first, please.
No.
Fine. Kind of. I guess are there any known circles that might be just anywhere that you might be able to get to with ease?
Give me a second. God fucking damn it. Notes, please cooperate. So as you look through this, you're looking for some more well-known circles and where they would possibly be located. As you're going through this book or this chapter, however, you're able to realize that this is mainly about the druids and the circles of Calamus, and how, as you're not able to see any that would possibly be nearby, you are able to gather that there are some circles in Calamus. The one that you're specifically looking for, however, is not near you, at least to your knowledge. You are able to find the name of a town that would have the nearest coast circle, I guess you could say. And that name for that town is Snowview.
Nice. Snowview and Calamus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have no idea where that town is.
Brooks is going to write that down in her sketchbook because she doesn't have really a notebook, and close that up. Maybe switch. Try and maybe find thinks maybe it might be in the general same area. Maybe a book on just the natures of like how people get their magic and like what that might entail of like how their magic works, kind of like.
Okay, I will come back to you.
All right.
Hoot. What is the stupid bird doing?
He's looking for the black book with silver binding about gods.
All right, what do they have? Okay, roll investigation.
Oof, not one.
Yeah. You have the exact description of what the book looks like. However, you're not really able to find it. This part of the library, or this more specific part of the section that you're in, isn't as well lit as the others. Some candles that are nearby have gone down a bit and they're melting. They're shorter than the others that you can see, so there's not as much lighting as you could be having to look for this specific book. And due to the low lighting, all these colors look very similar to you, if not the same.
Despite having dark vision? I'm just sorry, I had to bring that up. Anyway, so since he can't find it, he is going to just start taking one book at a time and flipping through to see like what the book's about till he finds it. Mostly looking for the name Zahar.
Roll me another investigation. And give me a second so I can open my other notes.
Idiot.
What'd you get?
8.
And what are you looking for?
just books on gods and or the name Zahar on
Zahor.
Zahor that's on the shelf. Sorry. Ra.
Give me a second. I have so many tabs open. I have so many tabs open that I have to physically scroll through them to find which one I'm looking for. Okay, so the same thing happens. You're just all this info is going through your head, and you're still thinking about the dream that you had and the fact that you now have magic, and all this going through your head is keeping you from concentrating enough to look for the specific name. It also does not help that you don't know how to spell his name either. So it could be a weird spelling and you would have no idea that it was actually his name.
It's true. He's gonna sigh for a moment and just hold his head in his hands, just trying to just straighten his thoughts long enough to not get mad and start throwing the books again. Because the past 12 hours has just been tolling on him big time. So he's going to just give it a minute, and he's going to walk to a different stack of books just to distract himself ever so slightly to just calm down that he can't find the other book. And he's just going to see if there's anything else that catches his eye while doing that.
A rolling investigation.
You know what? Screw it. I'm actually typing this out again because clearly Controlled Haste is not liking me.
Lois, your headphones.
Crap, sorry.
You're fine. I was just letting you know. I'm gonna get a drink.
15?
Give me a second. Mm-hmm. It tastes so bad. It smells so good. Okay, 15 is enough. You get mad with the section you're in and you leave and go start looking through this a different area of books, and you find it. You find the exact book you're looking for. You can only assume that someone possibly moved the book from the place that the librarian had it originally, and you are able to find the exact same black book with silver lettering.
He's gonna just sigh and then just run his finger through his feathers for a moment and just be like, okay, today is just going to be one of those days. Before flipping through it.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Hopefully a word that looks like Zahar or Zahar.
No, I'm banning you.
Sorry.
I'm banning you. You're gone. You're leaving. Goodbye.
Well, the bird's dead.
Joke's on you. If I'm that desperate, I'll just move to the kitchen. So anyway, he's gonna flip through the book and look for Zahor.
Thank you. Give me a second. Okay, restate your question again.
He's going to flip through the book and see if he can find any word that could
Roll
even possibly look
investigation.
like Zahor.
Okay, so you're looking for anything on Zahor?
Yeah, pretty much. Keep it broad and then he can narrow it down.
Okay, try and give me a less broad thing. Like I know you're looking for anything on him, but name a few things that you're keeping your eyes open for.
For just his name to come across under any category or like it in bold letters. Like he's just trying to find the word in the book
Okay.
at this moment.
You, as you're looking through the book, you actually obviously you open up the book and find the table of contents, and you look for the chapter. You're looking through the sections of this, and you're able to find gods of shared gods, gods of Magia, and gods of Calamus, and a few other places. Although you don't really know what those other places are, so you ignore that. And you actually are able to find the chapter for the Calamus gods. And you begin going through that chapter, and you find plenty of gods that you don't know the name of, or you never recognized. But finally, you do end up finding a page that goes over Zohor.
And he's gonna sit there and read it.
Okay, what are you wanting to know?
Like, has he done stuff similar to that before? Does he work with any types of magic? Like, if there's an alignment on there somewhere.
Okay, you look through this chapter, and it's not a long chapter at all. You begin reading, and you see a section of this says that one of the most hated but respected gods, the god of life and death, has a fickle personality. One moment he could be the most trusted individual in a room. The next he could be the one stabbing you in the back and waiting to take you to the dying lands. This whole chapter, as you read, is basically telling you that his personality is basically a coin. One side is different than the other, and you never know what you're going to get. It's telling you that although his personality is basically a coin, he's not a evil god. He's someone who is neutral. Life and death are not evil or good. The chapter tells you that although he is neutral, he does tend to pick sides, despite the fact that he should not. And his magical use is one that is mainly used among paladins or necromancers or beings like that. Hello?
So would he be able to connect necromancers to warlocks in a way?
No, because you don't know if you've ever met a warlock, and if you have, you don't really know. Well, actually, no, you have. You've met one. You have met one warlock or a Tory, but you don't think her god was Zohor, as she did not bear the same mark that you do. Also, yeah, that's one thing you see as well. You don't see a picture of what he looks like, but you do see on that page where you're reading the information about him, you see his symbol, which is a tree. One half of it is thriving and it bears fruit, and the other one, well, no, one side of it is thriving and it bears bright flowers, while the other one looks dead and it bears what looks to be a rotten fruit. But you're not really sure.
Okay. Seeing that he was able to find Zahor in the book, he's just gonna take a deep sigh and be like, okay, I need to know this information, and he's gonna look for Zettel.
Okay. He's on the next page. What exactly are you looking for? Same thing as Zahor?
Kind of. He's more so looking at, like, personality and, like, if it mentions anything about people worshiping him and, like, how he treats pretty much if it says anything about how he treats.
Okay. You read through this, and one of the, you see at the top of the page, it's this chapter, it says Zettel, God of Shadows, and underneath it, in italics, you can see God of Assassins, basically. It's not his exact title, but it's something that some people call him, you see, as you read through the chapter. You see that being the God of Shadows, the people that mainly worship him are cultists or assassins, as they want to be in the shadows. More stealthy people wish to worship him so that they can keep his blessing and be a bit more stealthy so they can't be witnessed by people who they wish to hide from. You see a few mentions of he is a god that you don't want to cross. He's not someone you wish to anger. His brother is Zahor, but you already knew that. In this chapter, they talk about how, despite the fact that he is a not evil god, nor a good god, he's someone who just remains neutral. He does not pick sides usually. It's very rare that he does. Despite that, if he's angered and the problem is not resolved within the time that he finds suitable, his punishments are not for the faint of heart.
Does it mention the daggers anywhere?
Roll me an investigation.
1 moment. $12?
You don't find any mention of daggers. However, you are able to see a part of this chapter that says that he's not like any other god or goddess. He does not have what you would this next phrase is in quotations. It appears he does not have a quote unquote physical body. He's more of an enigma, a shadow, or something other. He looks as if he is made of smoke or shadows or maybe something else. And you see something else that says, you see a small mention of something called shadow glass, but you're not really sure of anything else.
Okay, because I know the word shadow glass, because that's what the daggers are made out of.
Mm-hmm. If you want more information on that, you'll have to roll on me investigation.
$11.
Despite the fact that you're interested in this phrase, shadow glass, you're not able to find anything else.
Okay. All I know is shadow glass was part of his soul in it, so I'm actually going to put that down.
What did you say?
I know the daggers were made of shadow glass, but they also have a bit of Zettel a bit of himself in the daggers, so...
Why do you say that?
On my own note. Because that's what was told to him, 3 different times by the gods.
Which god?
Okay, yeah, it's a horror, but that's all I'm able to really go off of. So I'm still something to kind of go for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, seeing as he wasn't able to really find anything based off of his magic in this book, he's just going to... He's just going to write down a few notes in his journal, keep it updated, and he's going to go over to Brooke to see if she had any luck.
Okay. Alright, how's Bowie doing?
She is currently doing research on Salvanus. She remembers the book and where it was, or at least where she was told.
Did I already have you roll investigation to find it?
Not yet.
Alright, roll for investigation.
Fuck. 17.
Yeah, you're able to find it pretty easily.
Alrighty. time to see what these gods are up to and what the fuck they did to deserve being, gods. So, sorry about that. Bowie's going to do some research. The main thing that she's going to focus on is, how Salvanus is worshipped at the moment, because she does remember a quote from either her mother or Salvanus himself that his powers are dwindling. So, oof.
When was that said? When was that said?
Last session.
Oh yeah, during that one thing. Okay, I remember. Listen, my brain was all foggy.
That's what you get for drinking.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stream. She's lying.
Drinking the dizzy juice.
You're drinking the dizzy juice.
I am drinking water. How dare you? How could you say this about me? I can't believe that.
Basically, she's going to do some research about how he's worshipped, why, and basically what he did or what he does and stuff.
Alright. You open up the book, and this book seems to be almost completely about Sylvanus and some of the things that he's done. There are a few mentions of a few lesser known gods of nature, but you're not really looking for that, so it's not as important.
No. I'm gonna remember the names if I can. Also, I have the wiki up so that you don't have to do everything.
It's too late. I have like 3 pages from 3 different wikis up.
Oof.
Alright, so you said you're looking for what he has done, why he's worshipped, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. You look through the book, and obviously, one of the main things that you know immediately about him is that he is the god of nature, or wild nature, in fact. He's one of the more well-known gods, as he's one of the better-known gods because he is so good. He's not someone who is usually evil or even neutral. He seems to be more of a good, aligned god compared to others. You see, one of the more well-known things that he's known for is that when the worlds were first created, when the continents became their own thing, and people began to appear and interacting with nature, he brought laws down to keep nature balanced, as well as civilization, keeping them separate but also joined together. You see a few parts of some chapters where it talks about his followers and things that they do and things that they have achieved. And a few of them you can see that through him, his followers keep forests and just nature all together strong. You can see that there's a chapter where it's like an old wives' tale or some like story that kids would know. And reading through it really quickly, you're able to see that there was once a huge forest, like it just covered thousands of miles. It was just a huge, huge forest, and people poisoned the trees and the land. They set fires to it, trying to kill it to weaken Sylvanus, so that their god could have more power. And his followers went through and healed the trees, planted new plants, introduced new plants, introduced new creatures to this area, and sought out to destroy anything that would harm the forest again. And you just keep reading through these chapters, seeing that both Sylvanus and his followers have done mostly good. There are a few bad apples that you see going through this as you're reading, but he has done mostly good, and so has all of his followers.
So what I'm seeing is this guy's mostly good, except there's a few genocides here and there, but that doesn't matter.
No, not
Mostly good.
genocide. Not
I'm joking.
genocide.
I'm joking. Oof.
Also, welcome, JT.
Hello.
Ahoy there. Huh.
You see a mention in one page. You can't really read the name. You can tell this is an old book. It's just some of the pages are a bit more damaged around the edges, and the spine seems to be a bit worn. And there are some words that you can't really get out, but through context clues, you're able to figure out what they say. However, this one area of this page, you're not really able to get out the name, as it's just so damaged in this one area. So you're not really sure who the person's name is. But from this area, you're able to gather this person was responsible for burning down and killing hundreds of creatures, like creatures, plants, monsters that were considered more good aligned, like they were a gift from the gods, basically. They are responsible for that, and because of that, Sylvanus himself, that's one of the only major acts of violence that he has ever caused, as Sylvanus struck down this individual almost immediately as soon as this act was carried out. But besides that, that's one of the only things that you can see that's quote-unquote bad about him.
Alrighty. So, Boo is actually going to take a few mental notes about this stuff, and Alina is a better teacher than a book, so she's gonna put the book back, maybe. But first, she is going to, go to the librarian with the book in hand and wonder what the smudged out word was, which is the name of the unknown person that burned down everything.
Okay, give me a second. Fuck. Give me just a second.
Everyone here is sitting in silence. Meanwhile, me, I still have fucking Tuba Nights theme song stuck in my head. Oh good, my Twitch tab isn't responding. I'll just close that. No, it's just my Twitch. It's not responding. So, oof.
Did I miss anything? I was getting bread. Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. I dropped something. I needed to get it.
Oof.
Okay. You go up to her. She looks up from her book a bit. She doesn't seem annoyed that she was interrupted by reading, but she just seems a bit off. Like, she's like, you know how when you're reading something and you're not annoyed, but you're just like, what do you want, type of thing?
Yeah.
It's basically that. She looks up, and once you ask her a question about what this word was, she looks at the book, like she actually takes it from you and looks through it, and she's like, oh, I remember. It was a half elven woman. Her name was Saldana. If I remember correctly, there's another story about her. Her parents named her after Sylvanus so that she would bring good. Obviously, she was a pretty bad apple, as she did not seem to care for nature and its laws at all.
Anyways, thank you for all your help. Where do I put this book back again? I don't want to, mess your organization.
You're fine. Just leave it there. I'll put it back later, or have one of my assistants put it back.
Okay, thank you. And she's going to go over to the Hutu to see what he's doing so far. what his progress
Really
is.
hoot hoot.
Yes, the hoot hoot.
Alright, well, you do that, and it actually appears that he and Brooke are together. Like, they just got back to each other. They just got back together. So by the time you get over there, they are just now beginning to talk again. So I will pick up from all three of you.
All right. They would be over where I am technically. So
Yes, I'm aware.
yeah. Okay. Hey,
Alright.
did you guys find anything interesting?
Cast
Well,
a look around and make sure the librarian's not listening.
She's nowhere near you.
Okay. But we could go since we're talked first.
Oof. Boo's just gonna say she found what she needed, but she is gonna need help from someone else, which is not you two, because I kind of doubt your guys' intelligence time. She's gonna say joking.
I mean,
was
that's
just
valid.
another-
I've made some pretty dumb decisions.
But anyways,
It's just sorry.
sorry. This was just some personal research of mine. How's your thing doing?
Well, as I expected, this book had nothing new for me. As I am a druid and the book was about druids, so I mean, But I did find something that I've been looking for. There is a town called Snowview, and it has there's a circle of land druids, specifically coast druids there, and I've actually never met another druid, let alone one of my own circle. So if we could ever go there, that would be nice.
I'm a bit confused. I'm imagining druid circles to be more like a tribe, but you've never met another one in your entire life?
It's a bit odd. It's normally, yes, you kind of go around, do druidy things, and give information, kind of like, I guess, a gossip group. It depends on things, but Aja doesn't have a lot of magic and doesn't really have any, so I never met any druids. I kind of had to figure out everything on my own.
Understandable. So what you're saying is that we've made no progress in helping Hoot. Yes, Hoot.
So, yeah. But I was looking around for maybe some other books, and then you guys came over here. Maybe we could look for them together.
I don't think books will help us if the librarian says that there's not really many books about magic. We might just have to experiment for ourselves.
Well, I'm still gonna look anyway. Did you find anything, Hoot?
He's gonna make sure he's not listening. Nobody's listening in. Well, okay. I found out that the horror's personality is kind of like a coin. It's good on one side, but the other side, they say, like, it could kind of be backstabbing in a way. And he's also known fairly well upon paladins and necromancers. So maybe one of them could help us if we could ever find somebody like that.
Maybe?
He's bipolar.
No.
That wasn't in character, I'm sorry.
Also, Brooke, when you hear that he is more common among paladins and warlocks, your mind goes
Necromancers.
toward... No, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna come in there and punch you in the
You
face.
said warlocks.
Yeah, I'm aware. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The moment he says warlocks and paladins, your mind goes towards one specific person. Or Tori.
Originally said necromancer.
Since you know that she is a warlock.
You originally said necromancer.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said
Yeah, I know. That's what she
warlock.
fucking is.
Okay, well, I know. Well, I asked if there was a connection.
Warlock.
Gee.
You originally said necromancers, and then
Okay.
you went to
Yeah.
war.
Who's-
Carry on.
All right,
Carry on.
guys, please,
Okay, so
Are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Carry on. It's fine. Carry on. I misspoke. Just keep going.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Anyway, he says that to both of you.
do we know anyone like that?
Or Tori.
But didn't she leave a few days ago?
We'll probably run into her eventually.
We'll just keep a tab on it till, she
Yeah, and-
arrives somewhere.
She doesn't worship him, I know, but she might have some better knowledge than we do on this subject.
Yeah. At least now you know to keep a lookout for anybody who might be a paladin. They might be able to help.
Yeah, well, specifically a paladin of Zahor. Gotta look out for his What is his symbol?
A
He's
half.
just gonna,
No, I'm like asking in character.
Oh, okay.
he's just gonna hold up his hand and just show her half alive tree, half dead tree, it seems.
If we see anybody who looks paladin-y, I guess, with that symbol, we'll know to ask them.
I've seen a lot of suits of armors in my dream. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it a dream. I've seen a lot of suits of armors in last night, so they're probably out there. The only thing is, are we gonna get to them before they're dead or not?
Good point.
I also found out that Zettel, the dude who's pretty much wanting to kill me all the time, is the god of assassins, it seems. So I think I'm figuring out slowly who the hell keeps killing me.
No, you know from the book that he is the god of shadows. That's what he is. But the people who mainly, you see that the people who usually worship him are people who wish to be unseen, which is usually assassins.
So God of Assassins.
No,
Sorry.
that's
I'm sorry.
He's still just gonna say god of assassins because he saw that in the book and he knows it's god of shadows and people. He knows what you pretty much just told me, but I'm just gonna say it's like a subtitle in a way, not completely, but it's just an easier way to say it in less words. So I kind of know who might be attempting to kill me a bit more now since I have that.
Well, that seems like useful information then.
Yeah.
As we're kind of talking, I'm actually kind of skimming around the books for what I said earlier of just seeing if I can find anything like on the nature of like what types of magic might come with the nature of how you've gained it. Kind of like, you know what I mean?
You guys can continue your research. I'm gonna hang out with Penelope.
Right. So do you
Okay.
want to roll an investigation?
And
Wait, what are we rolling? Why are you rolling?
I guess you didn't hear me. Oh, sorry.
No, I thought you were talking to Jessica.
No. I was saying, like, as we were talking, Brooke is kind of skimming through, like, kind of looking on the shelves for anything about magic and like the nature of how it might act depending on like how you've gained said magic.
Magic for dummies, basically.
Magic for dummies. Yeah, basically like.
the magic.
Oh, if you're a druid, you get this type of magic. If you're a warlock, you get this type of, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Magic for dummies.
Roll me investigation, but at disadvantage.
Oh.
And then as Bowie said that she was gonna go talk to Penelope, Kenneth's gonna tell her, if you see Alina or Darius, please tell them to try and find.
Alright, I will.
Well, that can't get lower than that, but let's see how low it can get. This is sad.
Yeah, no,
I
you
got
don't find any
5.
books.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're just gonna have to experiment with this, Kenneth.
Okay, let's just hope nobody gets hurt while doing it. Which I know me. Should we maybe go see if there's anybody in town who might know, or maybe the mayor?
Yeah, I didn't.
Someone finally said it.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, let's go talk to the mayor then.
Okay.
I'm gonna clap for you guys because you finally figured it out. It only took you a week.
It's fine.
Alright. So, Bowie, you leave to go hang out with Penelope. And the other two weirdos are gonna go talk to the mayor. Well, what's Alina doing?
Fuck. Because what did this video says? Okay.
Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh
I was
fuck.
just like, I'm typing away. I'll wait a second. What's it doing? Oh fuck! I didn't think I'd get this far. Well, she's probably just sat where she left off, about 50 foot away from Darius' sleep. Trying to make sure that everything's okay. Pink, do you mind, cat?
Yeah, she does mind. That's why she's doing it.
The second I start speaking, she just gets up and starts trying to walk all over me. Of course. Not when I was speaking. No. Yeah, I love you. Can I just kind of sigh, go into a pack, kind of just take out a piece of paper from her journal, kind of write a little note on it, roll up a blanket, and I simply just quietly walk up and place it near Darius in case. On the note it just says, in case you get cold. I'm gonna go and walk back. Sit back down.
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll for perception.
Who knew? That's a 17. Oh wait, no, disadvantage because tired as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got them exhausted. Why did I do this myself? Wait, I know why. 17 is my lowest.
Well, you see it. You honestly, you barely see it. You're just so exhausted. You put down the note and the blanket for Darius, and as you're moving a bit away, you don't think you see it at first, but you see a leaf shift for some reason. You look a bit closer, and you're able to get your tired eyes to concentrate, and you see what appears to be some kind of green blob moving along the ground. It's almost see-through, but because of the vegetation around it, it kind of takes on the green pigment. You're not really sure what it is, but you do know that it's moving.
Huh. I'm gonna just keep my hand on my dagger, but I'm gonna walk closer towards it.
You walk closer to it, and nothing really happens. It actually it goes towards you, but instead of going onto you, it kind of parts itself in half, by around your foot, and as it comes back to the other side, it comes back together, but it doesn't surround you. It actually just keeps parting itself to get around you, and then once it's on the other side of you, it comes back together again.
Huh.
It seems completely uncaring that you're there. As you watch, it actually crawls. Well, crawl is not the right word. It doesn't have legs. It just flops its way over to Darius, and you can see it touches him a bit. It comes up and is inspecting him a bit with how it's feeling him, realizing it's not what it's looking for, and moves away.
Just stare at it, just kind of what world? Oh god, see, my part of me is just I want to go poke it. But the other part of me is don't poke it.
Roll me perception again.
Oh shit, yeah. Let me just roll this normally, because advantage. 2d20, keep lowest one plus. 19. My lowest.
Alright, that is high enough to notice. You can actually see inside this green blob, you see tiny skeletons, like of either dead small creatures it's come across, or maybe alive ones that just happen to run into it. You're able to see, like, with your background as a, what are you, a ranger, right?
No,
Fighter?
I'm a fighter, but arcane archer, but raised by
Okay.
rangers.
Well, with your ranger background, by being raised by some rangers, you're able to realize what some of these skeletons are. Seeing as maybe one or two of them are just recently come across, so there's still some flesh that hasn't been digested yet. You can see some of these maybe are some mice or chipmunks or just small mammals that it's come across.
Huh. Watch it for a little bit more, make sure that it's, just going on its way. And
Yeah, it's just going on its way.
adorable. Gonna just take a little note of it. Once it seems to be kind of a bit out of the way, it doesn't seem to be near any of reserved areas of Polvar Kintry. He's just gonna go back and just sit back down against that tree, or next to Polvar and Kintry, and just like, huh. Hey then.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check. Or not, well, just roll me nature for me.
2. That's keep low as W, that's not right. My nature. +5. Fuck.
How could you?
I'm sorry, I know my disappointment, don't worry. Oh fuck! Oh no, no. F for the chat for the roll for the nat 20 for the roll 20. I fucking said F for the chat for the roll 20. I meant nat 20. Ah fuck! That's an 8.
You sit down and do what you said that you were doing, and you're trying to figure out, like, you feel like you know what this is, and you're trying to rack your brain to figure out what the heck it is, but you're just so tired that you just are not able to concentrate, and you don't really know if you've read about this kind of thing before or if you've seen one before.
Fine. I just kind of like just shrugs, and it's just about that, the fact that it's not knowing what it is, but just kind of just do a mental note of the tiny little green glob thing that eats little mammals.
I say tiny. It's small. Like it's like the size of a rug. Like not a big rug, but a decently sized rug that you would put in front of your bathtub when you step out of it. It's like 2 or 3 of those. It's just like that size, really.
Big slime, kind of.
Medium, I guess you could say.
Medium slime, probably tiny gelatinous cube knowing P. But I don't know that.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. But she's gonna just sit back down. Kind of just, lean up against the tree. Still not going to sleep. Fuck sleep. Even the blanket. Going to pee in the slime. Probably gelatinous cube.
Shush.
I love you, Peach, I swear. Sitting back down, and then just sketching, kind of just petting Kolvar, petting Kintry, making sure that there's no danger around, really. In case there's werewolves around and doesn't want anything to happen.
Looking creature encounter.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You basically saw that.
It's a baby. A slime baby, but a baby nonetheless.
Uh-huh.
Also, there didn't seem to be any kind of threat. She's not going to bother pursuing it.
I mean, if it wanted to cause you any harm, it probably would have been after Darius, since he's not moving.
And then Alina would have been like, nope, not today. But once it seems to be move away and not, yeah, she's gonna just sit back down. Sketch. All that good stuff. I know, I'm so interesting, guys. I'm so sorry.
Alright, Darius. JT.
Is JT dead?
Oh, he's just not talking. Alright. Around this time, go ahead. Are you awake or are you still asleep? Because it's getting to the afternoon now. It's like 1 o'clock. Ah, okay. Alina, what's your passive perception?
21, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, 21.
Alright. You can tell that Darius isn't asleep, but he doesn't really seem to be doing anything, so do what you want for that information. Yeah, I know, but JT, when you're asleep and you're awake, your breathing is different. She'd be able to pick up on that kind of thing.
That's fine, don't worry, I don't mind not knowing. Alina's tired anyway, so whatever. She's exhausted. Didn't sleep like a dumbass. Like, I don't mind not knowing. Don't worry. I'll you know, for JT and my own sake, I'll just say that she's tired.
Okay. So is Darius just gonna lay there, or is he gonna do anything else? Okay. Well, Lois, is Alina gonna do anything else?
Not right now, no.
No? Okay. What are the two idiots doing?
Fair time?
Mayor.
Fair time.
Alright. You make your way over to the town hall, and something similar as any other time you've gone there happens. You walk in, the assistant talks to you, she disappears out of your view, like just suddenly, poof, she's gone. After a minute or so, she comes back and then says that he's waiting for you.
I give her a nod and then continue on to his office.
Kenneth gives a nod and acknowledgement too and heads to the office.
Okay.
And he's gonna knock before he goes in.
What is the best?
Alright. You walk in, and he is sitting behind his desk doing paperwork.
Do you want
Kenneth's
to
gonna look
go?
over at Brooke and be like, okay, who's gonna talk?
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
He's going to just give Brooke a look, being like, "Can you please?" Still trying to figure out if he should mimic or not around the mayor.
Alright, excuse us for interrupting you, sir, but, would you We are searching for, I guess, knowledge on subject of how the types of magic that come with, how you, I guess, have gained it.
Seeing how Brooke is kind of struggling to come up with this.
No, that's me. That's me struggling, dude.
Kenneth's just gonna like shake his head slightly and then just speak. Okay. Long story short, Zahor made a deal with me. I need help. Do you
I
have
didn't
any
think we were gonna
information?
disclose that. Okay.
He looks up. Like, he was looking up at you guys the whole time. Like, the moment you start talking, he looked up.
Oh.
Just being courteous. He just listened to what you have to say before you spoke. Burb. And he seemed to be listening intently. He was just waiting for her to get the words out. And then you speak and you say what you do, and then he's just like, why?
What does this entail for him?
Why did you make a deal with him?
Don't ask me.
Just say I have some history, I guess you could call it.
Do we just want to go ahead and disclose everything here now?
No, but it's...
He made a mistake, and...
Yes, I made a mistake, but when this happened, it was last night, and I was kind of cornered, and I know I fucked up with this. So, if you happen to know any information, I would be very grateful. I'm really sorry.
We're trying to take it like, like little baby steps. Like, we figured out that he managed to get like some extra magic shenanigans going on with him, and we're trying to figure out the nature of that and maybe what spells he uses, and yeah.
Well, that's not really my forte, but I suppose I could try and help. It's the least I could do with the fact that you helped save our town from undead. So, what do you need to know?
Do you know any information about Zohor? Or, like...
I think we should take this a bit like... Yeah.
And I'll be right back.
Okay.
You guys can talk amongst yourselves for a bit.
How are we gonna... Okay.
This is a lot more complicated than I thought of.
I didn't think you were just gonna... Morgan reminders right now, I didn't think you were gonna disclose that, you idiot.
Bowie should not have left the group.
She should have not left the group, man.
See, Kenneth at this point, though, like, he's like, at this point, if the mayor wanted to screw him over, he would have already screwed him over.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just wants answers.
Bowie made a promise to Alina that she wouldn't leave the group, but she left the group. God damn it.
Brooke's trying to be a responsible one, but she can't English right, or yes, common correctly. So, and then Kenneth's over here like, so I made a deal with a god.
No, so it's like, it's that one Mario TikTok with something spaghetti. Hello, Mario. You got Brooke just talking about spaghetti, and then it goes quiet, and then you have Kenneth pop up. Hello, Mario.
Bruh.
Look, if he has to run to the next town over, he will run to the next town over. He just wants answers.
Yeah. Brooke is currently mentally face-palming.
Plus, think about it. If they didn't give the mayor all of the information with the situation, he would probably not have the correct information.
Who's this? No. I mean, I thought we were just going for, like, figuring out what the flip warlocks could, well, I guess, happening upon the knowledge that he is a because we don't know that
Yes,
for
but
sure.
Kenneth still needs to entirely know just how fucked he is. Because he knows he's fucked. He
We
just
could
wants
figure
to
that
know.
out. We could figure that out with time.
He is literally on a timer.
Lois, your mic.
So.
Lois, there you go.
Stop. But no, he's literally on a timer before something kills him and he's going to be put into a fireplace for all of eternity.
Woo. Sounds toasty. Anybody feel like going to the sauna?
Ban.
No, he left.
Justin, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
I make some bad puns, but that one has reached the top of the list at the moment.
I wasn't even trying to do anything. I don't know why that has me cracking up.
Alright, bitches.
Oh, hey, she's back.
Hi.
Okay. Alright. Explain to me again what you guys just asked him to help with.
I asked him to try and figure out. See, this is. I'm bad at configuring words. I guess the nature of his magic, like. How, like.
How
Brooke wants to basically figure out if he's like a. Considering got power from God, she's kind of thinking it's like, okay, either warlock, paladin, or like cleric or something like that. Dealing thing is kind of what she thought about warlock, so she's trying to figure out maybe what kind of magic he has access to, or like a general idea, so we could have like a starting point for figuring out his spells.
pretty much he made a deal with this god.
Well, yeah, that was.
Does that
But, like,
You already told him that part.
Yeah, that's.
yeah,
He's asking about the whole magic or if he knows any information.
yeah, just basically what I said.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, kid. I keep interrupting you.
It's okay, man. I make a lot of like pauses in my
Not
sentences.
just you. You're both doing it. So.
Yeah. I mean, I pause a lot of my sentences, so I'm like, I get why,
Alright.
but it's like a long, and then you're like, but yeah.
Okay. So, Beach Street.
You guys explain your predicament to him, and he listens intently. And as he's listening, he flips through some books. As he is listening to you guys, and he finally stops as you stop talking, and he says, "Well, do you know anything about what new powers you have? How are you sure you have new powers?"
He made a floating hand appear, and it knocked over some water. And I'm pretty sure he couldn't do that before.
Oh, so you have Mage Hand. That's a very helpful spell for certain situations. And you could not do that before?
100% could not.
He flicks his hand and a book flies across the room to him, and he grabs it out of the air and he starts looking through it as well. He looks through it for a bit and he says, "Well, I know a pretty common spell. I personally can do it. Someone in your party, like your friend here, can most likely do it as well. It's a spell called Cure Wounds. It can help heal any small wound. Do you know if you can do something like that?
I never tried. He says, confused.
All right, you. He points at Brooke. Come here.
All right. She
He
does
holds out
that.
his hand.
Okay.
Are you taking his hand?
I'm taking his hand.
Okay. You go to take his hand. Instead, he grabs your wrist and he holds your palm up to the air, and he quickly cuts it with one of his claws. And he says, "You're gonna take like a point of damage, okay?" Well, actually, no. Hang on. Let me roll for something real quick. I'm not gonna make him waste his one fucking spell slot. Okay, you're gonna take 3 points of damage as he cuts his own claw like pretty good into your hand, and he is using his index finger for Hoot to come closer.
As he
He's
does
a little
that,
more
Brooke
closer,
kind of.
very confused. Oops.
All right, put your hand on top of hers and focus on trying to heal the wound.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Roll for cure wounds.
So cast, I'm guessing?
Yes. It's 1d8 plus 3.
Four.
Hey, look at that. You're at max health.
Yay!
All right, you hold your hand there for a moment, and after a moment, you take your hand away, and her hand is healed. You don't see a scar, any blood, or anything.
He's going to look in almost a bit of shock, being like, okay, then, that's a thing.
Brooke holds out her hand for like a fist bump to Kenneth and is like, "Welcome to the healer gang."
He's very confused, going to, like, fist bump him. What's the word for that?
Fist bump, yeah.
Fist bump. Okay, that's a thing, I guess, now. But what about any others, or is it just a guess and work type of thing?
Well, each spellcaster has their own thing, and the word for you, what you are, is a warlock, someone who makes a deal with something that's not ordinary. A fae, a unicorn, a god, a demon, a devil.
Was
something
right.
like that. You are a warlock, and you've made a deal with some type of celestial, which is not a good idea, especially the one that you made a deal with. So, your spells could range, so you'll have to take some time to figure those out by yourself. Although, you've already used Mage Hand, as you said. That's something you can do on command. It doesn't take energy from you to do it. Cure Wounds will take some of your energy to heal others. You probably have another spell that you can do that takes energy, but you probably have other spells that you can do that don't take your physical energy to do. It's just finding out which ones those are that is the issue.
Okay. Thank you for what you were able to help me with.
It's the least I could do.
Again, I'm really sorry for this information. I know it was a mistake when I did it, but I had no other option.
So tell me, why is it that you've been pretending to speak and mimic to me this whole time?
He's just gonna sigh for a while, like for a moment, and then he's gonna look at Brooke. Long story.
Are you wanting me to disclose this, or? Oh.
No, he's just doing it to just like try and think. But he's just
Yeah.
gonna say
No, that
it's
was her
a
in
very
character.
long story. Oh.
Yeah.
He's just gonna shake his head as he talks. It's a really, really long story that I'm still trying to figure out, to be completely honest. I just know kangaroos aren't supposed to talk like this, and so it's better to be safe than anything else.
Well, you say that. You are not the only kinku I have met that can speak like this, so perhaps in Magia it's not a common thing. But in Calamus, there's not too many things that happen that are unusual or usual, so I've met a few of you that have their own free speech.
You know why they were able to talk normally?
They were most likely blessed by gods. Or something else. I don't know. I never spoke to them directly.
Okay, thank you. Do you happen to know anything about revives, possibly? Because I was talking to somebody else about that, and they mentioned a revive by any chance. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
Like, do you know what it possibly entails? Like, how it might come among that? How someone might come among being revived?
From the dead?
We might wanna. Kenneth, you cool if I say this? Is Kenneth?
I didn't know if you were even speaking in character or not. I thought you were trying to have me clarify what you were trying to say.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm speaking in character.
Oh, I was just explaining, but like, yeah, we'll just go with what I said.
Kenneth,
So
do you want me to?
Did you hear what Kit said?
He's just gonna like nod. Go ahead.
He's talking about the mistake he made that led up to this whole deal-making thing was apparently many lives ago. Well, I guess he's been through many lives. He stole something in his first life. And this is why he is currently in this mess. So, yeah. How many lives have you been through again?
To be honest, I lost count.
Yeah, so that's the main issue. Can't really remember everything. Well. Yeah. We think that maybe he's had other abilities that maybe been a side effect of him being revived multiple times. Have you heard anything about that? Or is he a special case?
Well, there's plenty of spells that can bring people back from the dead. Perhaps it's one of those instances.
I was told there are others like, but I just wouldn't know how to even find them, and every person I ask really doesn't. So I was just seeing if you possibly had an idea or anywhere you think I should be able to go to get some answers.
Someone like you, someone who was dumb enough to make a deal with a god?
I guess, but I think he was talking either like that or like there's people who's died and come back. I don't know which one he was exactly talking about.
He cuts you off a bit and he raises his finger and he picks up a book and begins looking through it. And after a moment, he closes the book and says, well, I have never met someone like you, the Kinku, or other, perhaps. I have heard instances of people who have died numerous times and always come back through some kind of means. I guess you would call them revived. We would just call them normal people. There have been instances where they have come back with some kind of power, usually necrotic in some way. Well, from what I've heard, if this happens just too many times, that individual's soul will just be locked wherever they died last.
That sounds exactly like my situation.
No, not quite. You're not there yet. When I mean locked, I mean they can't leave the last place they died. You have been traveling. And from the fact that you can't remember how many times you've lived, I would try not to die anymore.
I was told this is my last chance, honey.
Then I would do your best not to waste it.
May I ask one more question?
Well, you did just ask a question, but what is it?
He's gonna get out his journal and flip to the page where he drew the daggers. Have you ever happened to see these anywhere or know a place where they might be located?
No, I don't think I've ever seen these in my life.
Okay. Thank you for your help. And she's gonna put his journal back up.
Okay, and if I may ask a question as well, one completely unrelated, actually. Do you possibly have a spare or know where I can get map of Calamus and the cities and towns, noted locations?
Give me a moment. He stands and goes to the other side of the room, and he pulls off one of many scrolls that he has on a bookshelf, and he goes through several different ones. And after several minutes of looking, he finally finds one that he was looking for, and he hands it to you. And he says, "This is a map of Calamus, the whole of Calamus." And I'll post it in links or maps again. That some of the more major cities and villages are marked on this map. So if you look at maps, you can see all of that. The thing that you don't see marked on the map is Meridium and Kahaya, which are the two names that are in the orangish area.
Thank you.
Is that all I can help you with?
Yeah, that should do. Again, thank you for helping us.
Yeah, it's the least I could do to help you after you just helped my town.
Be on our way then.
Kenneth's gonna nod his head.
What'd you say?
Kenneth's gonna nod his head and leave with her.
Okay. What is Bowie doing?
So, Bowie's most likely back at the barn with freaking Penelope and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing all the other animals are like, gone.
Yeah.
She's basically just there to keep Penelope company. But she did promise her to like go out hunting, so hey, Penelope, feel like hunting? No.
I love that you talk to them like they're people when they can't freaking respond.
Look, okay, it's a cat.
And?
She's a tabaxi. Might as well.
Okay. Alright. At the sound, you say hunting, and much like a dog, her ears kind of prick up a bit, and she seems not excited but interested.
No? Alrighty then, but question, did Penelope already eat?
You don't know.
Oh shit, okay. Might as well take her out hunting then. So yeah, Boo's just gonna get up and beckon for Penelope to follow, I guess?
She was already following you.
Oh, okay. And time to go towards a forest, I guess, just somewhere.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's not hard to find because the village has forests on one side.
Alrighty. Time to start hunting.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me stealth for you, and Kit, go ahead and roll me stealth for Penelope.
12.
Kit. There
She's
you go.
rolling. To Bowie's defense, she does have a bunch of equipment on her.
Yeah, in her defense, Penelope lives in she's a wild animal who's very used to being stealthy despite her big size. Alright, go ahead and roll me perception, Burb. And Kit, go ahead and roll me stealth for Penelope.
That's in that one.
Oh my god, Burb.
So stealth again for her?
No, perception.
Oh, okay. You said stealth.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
said
said-
perception.
You said stealth.
No, I
It's
didn't.
okay. It's fine.
It's
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
Duh.
Alright, well, despite the fact that Bowie, you don't really notice anything, Penelope seems to have noticed something and begins to very quietly make her way towards it. Well,
Oh.
either way, Kit, you find something.
So might as well follow the big cat. Because it seems to have found something. Is it possible for me to like figure they found?
Roll perception again.
22, 8.
Okay. You take a moment to focus and try and see if you can see what she sees. And after a bit, you realize that she is going after something that you almost didn't notice. It appears to be something almost completely see-through that's just making its way across the ground. You can see little skeletons inside of it.
How large is it?
The same thing I said earlier about the size of a few bathroom rugs.
So large.
No,
Dog sized.
no, it was smaller than that, but
Cat-sized?
do any of you know how big a carpet is that you would put in front of a bathtub when you get out of it?
Oh, okay, so that big. Okay. Yeah.
It's about that size.
I'm in an Asian household. You think we use those?
How big would you say one of those are? Anyone?
Like,
Small.
yeah, they're pretty small.
Okay.
No, it
Several of them would be
depends.
medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's your answer. Are you gonna follow her? What are you doing?
It's transparent. It has skeletons inside. Ooh. Should have done some research before going out hunting. Let's find something else before we just, go back in town, guys. And she's gonna try and get Penelope to focus on something.
Roll me animal handling.
Oh boy, she's not good at that.
Also, at the same time, if you want, rolling nature to see if you can figure out what the heck this is.
22 on animal handling,
Okay.
7 on nature.
You have no idea what this is, and it takes you a minute, but you are able to get her focused and possibly go after something else. For now, anyway.
Yep, for now. Big oof.
Roll perception again, both Kit and Bowie.
15. $22. Okay.
Alright. Both of you are focused, and you spot a small, not small, but like it's some kind of, like, obviously a squirrel that's just making its way across the forest floor.
It can feed me, but I doubt it'll feed you, eh? Still has a good taste, maybe. We want to go after it. And Boo's just gonna pull out her bone capash at the moment.
If she's listening, she doesn't really show it. She just has her eyes locked on it. And despite her big size and her very white, bright color, she has moved her body low to the ground, and she's crouching through more of the more dense foliage, the taller grass, the fallen limbs, and stuff like that, as she's trying her best to stalk prey.
Alrighty, Boo's just gonna stand still, lay low, and let Penelope do her thing. Because she's taking her out for a hunt. And she's hunting, so might as well let her do her thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. Like, no, actually, no, just roll a d20. Plus her modifier.
For
Roll to hit.
what is her?
It's an unarmed strike, but I think for her to be like a claw or a bite attack.
Yeah, that's a +5. Okay.
That's a 20. So that hits. And I'm not even making you roll for damage for it. Because it's a squirrel.
That thing is dead.
Despite her color and despite the fact that the sun is beating down on her, so her pelt is probably much brighter than it normally would be. She's able to stay just quiet enough for the squirrel to never spot her until it's too late. And with a very high-pitched squeal, its neck just snaps as her giant teeth just go right into it.
That was pretty good. Now, is it possible for me to give Penelope a head pat?
I mean, she's eating, but you can attempt.
She's slowly going to reach her hands out towards Penelope's ears.
You see them instantly push back and you hear a low growl.
Alrighty then. No head pats for you, I guess. And she's just gonna pull her hands back and just sit there.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to do anything? The two cats are out hunting.
Elena, roll perception.
Oh fuck.
I'm sorry, Alina.
You're not sorry.
Yes, I am. Totally. I'm totally am not smiling at your possible demise.
Make sure you yeah, do that. Bowie, also roll perception for me, and Darius.
That's a 6 and a 9. Hey!
Nice.
Alright, well, Bowie, you don't really notice anything. Alina and Darius, you both, despite being very, very tired, and well, actually, hang on, let me rephrase this. Alina, despite being very tired, you immediately notice, or rather hear, the high-pitched squeal, and then just silence, as you're sure something probably just killed some kind of rodent. And then you hear another sound. You hear in the distance, you're not really sure how far away it is, you hear some kind of scream. And Darius, this is what wakes you up as well, is the screaming.
I get a moment.
This was someone's pet, wasn't it?
The scream sounds very familiar. Also, Boo, you do not hear the screaming.
This was someone's pet, wasn't
Oh
it?
wait, no, screaming. I feel like I know exactly what this is. What the fucking screamers?
I don't know.
We're gonna like stand up, kind of just tense yourself up, kind of just keep your hand on a bow, but kind of just like not move closer, just kind of just keep very vigilant.
Alright, Darius, would you do anything after being woken up by the screams, or would you just stay on the ground?
Oh, I can never get a moment's break, so I might as well play into it, push myself 20 feet, and follow it leisurely. They have enough energy to scream, they have enough energy to survive until I walk there.
Alright, say that first part again, because your mic's a little weird.
I'm going to push myself up and walk over there.
It doesn't sound close at all. Like it's probably echoing from like they're probably like in a slight dip between two hills. That's why it's echoing. The scream does not sound close.
In that case, I'll make it a jog.
So you're going towards the sound?
Yes.
Alright, well, Alina, you watch as Darius gets up and seemingly goes towards the sound of the screams. Are you going to follow or stay where you are?
Oh shit! I'm playing a nice character. Fuck. I'm just gonna kind of just sigh and just be like, tired for this, but eventually realize the fact that going alone might be dangerous, especially because there's werewolves around. Seconds.
Alright. After quite a bit of jogging on both of your characters. It takes you a few minutes to reach your destination, and your suspicions were correct. You do eventually. Let me rephrase everything I just said. You get to an area, and JT said he'd be right back. Do you want me to wait, Lois, until he gets back, or do you...
we can wait. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because obviously I can't fucking English.
Same.
Quick intermission time. Just so you guys know, we are not sponsored by Mountain Dew currently, but here's the thing: if we try hard enough, we can be. We want free Mountain Dew Company, okay? For JT, please do it. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Oof. Everyone's quiet now. Oof. I killed everyone with that sponsorship.
Burb, your sponsorship was too powerful.
Sponsorship was too powerful, it killed everyone.
Oh no, Burb, how could you? The Mountain Dew sponsorship was too powerful and Burb just killed everyone.
Yes. What if our like constant joking of being sponsored by Mountain Dew gets you banned somehow?
If it does, I'm gonna cry in a corner and you won't see me for like a week.
Oof. Oh, Peach deafened. You came back to a small intermission because JT is currently, doing something. Oh, no, never mind, they're back. Well, are they back or no?
I'm back.
Yay. Oh, now it's Peach who has to be right back. Oof.
Okay. You guys take several minutes to track down the source of the screams. You finally come across a kind of like a rocky alcove area. It's like a small pond, that is like a bit of a base, and like these two hills kind of go into this, and it's just filled with water. And they're down there in that area. There's like a small cave-like. I guess you could say a cave. It's basically just like the roots underneath the tree were hollowed out, and it seems to be like a very small den. But you do see like 3 screamers. There's not an alpha that you can see. There's just 3 screamers.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna disturb the local wildlife. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait on making this discovery.
Say it again. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and leave while I disturb the local wildlife.
Okay.
Easy prey, easy day.
Alina, what are you doing?
Well, probably just taking a peek afterwards. Seeing the screamer, she's gonna just do the exact same thing again. There's no reason. She's exhausted. She has no reason to risk a fight.
Okay. Well, it takes you guys a few minutes to get back to the general area that you were in before. Are you guys going to say anything while you're on the walk, or are you just going to be silent?
It's gonna be silent as far as I'm aware, unless if anything is said.
Alina?
Hmm?
I wanted to talk to you. I think it's for the best that I do as well. You understand why I don't trust you.
Honestly, I'd completely.
Well, I was famous in explaining that. I was beginning to like you. Part of me still does. Part of me worries I've been too harsh on you, but the other part of me tells you I'm not. I trusted you. You could have told us at any time, and yet you didn't.
I wanted to. I really did, but nowhere felt safe for a while. Magia, I don't know how. What I know is that if anyone overheard me there, I was dead. No questions asked.
And if you had brewed that potion wrong, we'd be dead. No questions asked, you would have killed us. I understand this, huh? I understand that we would have been mad at you. I'd definitely be mad at you. But not as much as I am now. I would be more than willing to lay down my life in service to this cause, in the defense of all of you. And I can't say it doesn't hurt a little bit, knowing that us defending you and you try to lie to me like that. I don't think I'm being unreasonable here.
You're
If you
not.
think I am, just say so to my face.
No, you're not, because I completely understand. I hated that I tried to hide it. I wanted to tell you. Too scared of myself.
Please stay out of my way in the future. I understand that our paths are intertwined together, but I think some distance is best for us.
I understand.
I'm not ready to be compatriots once more.
No,
Thank you for watching out for me. And thank you for your aid in the battle. I don't think we would have survived had I not been for your help. I'll be seeing you around, Alina. Unless you have anything else you'd like to say.
take care of yourself, and I'll do whatever I can.
You as well. And after the hurried conversation, Darius just gotta sharply just brush off his clothing and walk away.
Gonna just give a nod and just change directions. Head back. What with Golvar and Kintry.
Okay. Since you've not really had time for your own spotlight, what is Darius gonna do?
I don't know, man. Up is down, left is right. Life is pain, so is death.
Mood. Is he gonna do anything in particular?
No, I don't think he will.
Okay.
I think it's gonna go down to the docks and just sit by the waves. That's about it.
All right. That sounds good. You go down to the docks and you actually see a few people fishing. There's some people fishing from some of the other docks. There's some on boats. You see a water genasi who's actually standing on the water while fishing.
It's a beautiful day to sit back and be an ashword.
Say that again?
What a beautiful day to sit back and be an ashword.
Mood. Mood. Alright, so do you want me to go with someone else?
Yes, please.
Okay. Who wants to go? Actually, yeah, no, I'm choosing for you. Boot and Brooke.
Sweet, sweet.
What are the two of you doing?
When they leave, Kenna's gonna ask Brooke if he could see the map really quickly.
Sure.
Once he gets the map, he's going to look through it to try and find Simia and Ikati.
You don't see them anywhere.
Nah.
You have been told, Hoot has been told, these are not cities or villages. It's a tribe. Both of them are tribes.
It's still look. He doesn't know where to look for that, so that's why he was just checking.
No, you don't see that anywhere.
Okay. Not seeing what he was looking for, he's gonna hand it back. So, what do you think we should do now then?
Well, we're gonna need to get going eventually. We can't stay here forever. I have an idea of where I might want to go. Not sure where it is, though, considering the name Snowview, and I'm assuming on the map I can see the areas that look kind of like their general kind of terrain, kind of weather.
Huh?
Peach.
Yeah,
Like on. Okay.
I heard what you said, but I need you to rephrase it because I heard what you said, but I have no idea what you said.
I think I know what she's talking about. Do you mind me explaining?
Yeah,
Sure.
sorry, I phrased things badly.
Okay, what she's trying to do is look at the map and see if there's any kind of geographical tell that there might be a snowy place because of the name Snowy.
Snowview.
Snowview, yeah.
So on the map you do see like it's a drawn map, like someone took the time to draw this out, like all the landmarks and everything. They do seem to have marked down like what areas will be more foresty, which ones are more like snowy. They also have like dots to indicate where each city or village is, and then the name underneath that dot. You find Snowview, and you don't see any like markers there that would show it's snowy.
Oh, you said
You also-
Snowview wasn't on the map.
It is. I said Meridium and Kahayat are not on the map.
Oh, I thought it was everything on there that. Okay, never mind.
You see Snowview, but it's actually not even the same continent as you. It's actually on the other one. This is the first time that you have seen a map of Calamus, and this is the first time that you are seeing that there's more than one part of Calamus. You are able to see that perhaps Snowview is called Snowview because it looks out over the water at the other side of Calamus where there are some mountains with snow.
Okay. So, like, where would that, like... Because it's obviously not on the map that I'm looking at right now.
Not on the map.
Yeah, it is.
It is? Where? Oh! Oh, I didn't
Very
see
small
that!
area.
That was, like, really hidden.
I had
I
to
didn't...
stare at it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah! Oh, gosh. Okay, I see now. Okay. And we're over... here! And she
You
points
are
over.
at Mist Keep.
Yep, she points over to Miss Keep and she just... No, this is fine. This is fine. We need to travel through areas anyway. And we have that. We need to get the others. Need to just gotta decide a course of action, where we're going. Stuff like that.
I mean, I know someone that I know possibly has these decks to look for.
Yeah, but do you know where?
That's the thing, I don't.
Exactly. I'm on the map here.
Ideas. I know, but I have ideas where I think I need to go. Though I have no idea where they're at. That's the thing.
Exactly. Let's pick a point on the map here and head to the area. Maybe hitting some other towns, or you know what I mean, like taking a long, like scenic route, I guess, almost. And if we find what we're looking for along the way, we find that, and then we also go to our endpoint location. You know?
Yeah. I just know I have to find these daggers. That's all I
It won't be easy. Calamus. This is pretty big. The next nearest town is currently either quick burn or lake point. So
I guess we had to one of those, but
let's get the group and discuss this.
yeah, we need to discuss it in the group. Come on, let's get going. It's getting late.
It's
Yeah.
not getting late. It's only around 2 o'clock.
I know, but to him, he's like, I want to get stuff done before everybody starts going to bed again.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna head off towards the forest area because she knows that's where Lena and Doris are, and yeah, Bowie somewhere.
Bowie,
I
roll for perception. Kit,
again. Oh
roll
boy.
perception.
Should I also roll for perception?
No, because she's rolling for Penelope.
9. I got another 6, 9. Nice.
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 19.
Well, Penelope seems to have locked on to something else again.
Oh boy, time to see what it is.
Roll for perception again.
Even though Penelope's already bloodied from the freaking first school. 17.
It appears that she has locked on to that weird jello stuff on the ground again.
Oh jeez. Again. Is it the same one or is it different?
You don't really know? You think it's the same one?
Well, I'm gonna attempt to get Penelope back into town, back into the barn, get her washed up, and then start doing some research on the natural wildlife, I guess.
Roll animal handling.
Oh boy.
Pretty much in the hunt mode right now.
That's not one.
Yeah. It's not working out for you.
Alrighty then, fuck it. Let's do this, okay? She's gonna bring out her freaking mace instead of her scimitar. Cause fuck it.
If you want, you can roll nature really quick to see if you know what this is.
Alrighty. That's a 12.
You have never in your life seen one of these. However, you've heard people talk about them before. You think you maybe heard someone talking about it on the island before you came to the mainland of Calamus. You heard people talking about some kind of forest slime that it's basically like vultures, where they will creep around the forest floor and pick up any small rodents or carcasses of other animals. They're basically cleanup crew.
And Penelope wants to hunt one down.
It appears so.
Well, if it starts giving Penelope burns and stuff, then that's her problem. Just gonna stay on guard and let Penelope do her own thing, I guess.
Well, Kit, if you want a roll, you can either roll. Go ahead and roll to hit for me with Penelope. Roll for initiative with Penelope.
Should I roll it as well?
What would her initiative be?
I mean, if you want, you can. From Penelope, just roll a d20.
No, there's an actual thing for it. Hold on, there's. Hold on, let me look. Oh, it's the dex score.
Yes.
Plus 3.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, it's in initiative order. All right, Bowie, is there anything you want to do as you're watching Penelope make her way towards this forest slime?
Okay, let's see here. First thing that Booey's gonna do is she's actually hold on. Can I even do this?
What is it?
Okay. Never mind then. I'm going to take a readied action. If the freaking green slime thing is still alive after Penelope, did things, she's just gonna go overkill and take care of this thing as quickly as possible and just cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. All right, Brooke, Kit,
How far away is this thing?
it's about 30 feet away.
Okay. So I have control of her actions right now?
Yes.
Alright.
Hello, Meg.
Okay, so if Penelope moves at least 20 feet straight towards the creature that hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a DC 16 saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is knocked prone, the tiger can make one bite attack against it as a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna run at it and knock it prone.
Okay, before you do that, Lois.
Hmm?
Lois or JT can answer this question. Can you knock a slime prone?
I've never dealt with slime, so I don't know.
I think they're immune.
Never tell me the odds. I think here's according to why I think you can.
Like, I've never.
Penelope doesn't know this. All she
Yeah,
knows is
nope,
to
nope,
run and
nope.
hit.
I see it right here on its stack block. It is prone. It is immune to prone.
Oh well.
I mean, it is
You can-
jelly.
I
pretty
will-
much.
Yeah, I'll allow you to do the other stuff to it though. If you want.
Yeah, she's still gonna run up and hit it
Yeah.
with her claw. So she's gonna try and hit it.
Yeah, hang on. For that attack, the charge attack, you run 20 feet out to do a claw attack and then a bonus action to do a bite.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and do that both.
Okay.
It just won't make any saves to get knocked prone.
Okay.
Like, we'll say she goes to do the action because she's never encountered one of these because this is a forest creature. She would go to do that attack, but it just wouldn't do anything when she went to knock it down.
Yeah, she's gonna be a little confused.
So roll the hit first.
Okay. That is a natural 20.
That hits.
Okay, and considering that's a claw, that's just gonna be. It says hit 7 or 1d8 plus 3 slashing damage. What should I just?
Okay, so the 7 is just base if you don't want to roll the hit.
Roll damage. I'm gonna roll the damage anyway.
Yeah.
And then
Roll for bite. Like, roll the hit for bite.
Since that was a nat 20, so that's double that. This thing, that's how much health is it? Okay.
That's 20 damage.
Yep, that is 20 damage. 20.
Now roll the hit for the bite.
That's 5. Does a 13 hit?
Just barely.
Oh my gosh. And then bite attack. 7 damage.
You hurt it pretty badly. Like, you can see its form is struggling to stay together, but it is still alive.
If it's still alive, second level Guiding Bolt.
Oh my god.
It hasn't done anything.
I know, but
You said you were waiting to see if she would do, like, if it would do anything to her.
I think I remember saying that if the thing was still alive, she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt as a ready action.
But you also said that you would do it if it looked like she was taking any acid damage, if she was getting
Okay, never mind then.
Wait for its turn and then you can do it.
Okay. So it's its turn now?
Yep, give me just a second.
I'm just imagining this big ass cat like getting the pouncing position, just bolting at this little slime and just.
I don't know why, but the way I'm imagining it is almost like a cat with a yawn bowl.
Alright.
I love this.
Hang on. So this is not an attack, but because she hit it twice, I have to roll for damage real quick because she does take acid damage for touching it.
My baby, no.
So she's gonna take 10 points of acid damage, just from touching it because it's corrosive form.
Yeah, she hisses as that happens. Just.
You actually see this thing actually like try and make its form come up off the ground, so it seems bigger than it is. And it's trying to roll for intimidation.
Oh my gosh.
What would you roll to not be intimidated, Lois, or anyone else?
Wisdom save.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll me wisdom save for Penelope.
Okay. That's a 13.
She is intimidated because I rolled a 14 without modifiers.
Oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Big cat intimidated by
Well,
small slime.
You see this little thing actually, like it's on the ground, it doesn't seem very big, it gets attacked, and then suddenly it goes whoosh, and it's really fucking tall. It stretches its form out as far as it can. It's wiggling around, trying to make itself look bigger, and the way the light is shining through it and it's hitting the skeletons inside it, it just seems like a really big wall of something that has bodies in it. And to wild animals, this is pretty intimidating, especially since, in the wild animal point of view, bigger than me means badder. Oh no, scary.
Okay. Since it's done its thing and it's trying to harm Penelope, and it has harmed Penelope. Second
No,
level guiding bolt.
would you fucking wait?
I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for my ready to action to actually
No, you're
take
fine. Hang on. She got the damage because of its ability. If anyone touches it, they will take acid damage from just touching it. It hasn't actually attacked yet.
Oh.
It hasn't done anything. I just rolled for intimidation. It's actually going to use one of its abilities called Nimble Escape, and you're going to see it takes a moment to try and act all and big and bad, and then you're going to see it go down to its original form and try and slink away. It's basically disengaging.
So I'm guessing I can't attack it.
Not with disengage, you can't.
God fucking damn it. My ready action was fucking useless. Why, Peach?
I mean, it's your turn now, so if you want to try and go after it, you can.
Can I still see it?
Roll perception, because it's basically a gelatinous cube, it's just not a cube.
22.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you see it.
Second level guiding bolt.
Okay. Rolled a hit.
That is it's +6 to hit. Okay. God damn it.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, what?
You don't put a space, you
didn't
put
do
1d20.
You didn't
What?
do a 1d20, you did a d20.
No, the bot works exactly like that. I've been doing that for how many sessions now? I've been doing the same exact commands. Okay, there we go. The bot was taking a while. 15 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you hit it.
Okay, let's see how much damage it gets. Oh,
I mean, you're
boy.
probably gonna overkill it, but let's see how much.
5d6 radiant damage.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, this thing's gonna die. And it wasn't even harming anybody.
19.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. Fuck
It's
that.
pretty... you hit this thing with your spell, and it basically it just explodes. Skeletons of previously small mammals just go flying everywhere. Its ooze splatters across trees and then sinks into the ground.
Huh.
This previously harmless creature is murdered for no reason.
That's great.
Okay. Hey, Penelope, you feeling alright?
You see her. She seems to be babying her mouth area. You see some fur missing from around her mouth a little bit. Some of her fur and her knuckle part, like just above her claws, is a bit burned. But besides that, she seems fine.
Casting Cure Wounds.
My baby.
It's her own fucking fault.
Yep. I am casting the Cure Wound. If she allows me to.
I mean, she got hurt, so I'm assuming she would probably want help. So you can cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, so that's one.
She knows who you are.
Alrighty, time to touch the boo-boos and stuff and start healing. Let's see.
Mwah. They're better now.
Hold on, I do know that there's something
My
that
baby's
allows
sad.
me to heal a bit more. I gotta look at my
Disciple of
cleric.
life. Disciple of life.
She's only got 10
By
HP.
the way, you made this thing go to negative 17 HP.
Nice one.
Not only was it dead, but it
Good kill.
That was overkill.
Ah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just a slight overkill.
That thing was obliterated.
They heal 11 HP.
Sweet.
I mean,
So
you
back-
heal it for full and +1.
Yay.
Because the first time when I rolled a D8, I actually rolled max damage.
Yeah.
Oof. Alrighty, time to head back into town and find out what the fuck that thing was.
You know what it was.
It's implied that I know. I just need to make sure that I know.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me perception. Bowie, Brooke, and Hoot.
16.
And, Penelope?
I mean, you no, because
Okay.
Bowie. I'm just having Bowie roll perception to see if she sees the two of
Okay.
you. And I'm having the two of you roll perception to see if you see her and Penelope.
Okay.
So, Jess, roll.
Discord's being a bit laggy. Give me a moment.
Just so you know, I wasted all of my second level spell slots.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, Burb!
Burb.
No, here's the thing. The other two was for Kenneth's stuff and, things like that. My last one was used for the guiding bolt.
Nice.
Alright. Hoot, you don't see them. However, Brooke, you notice Bowie, and Bowie, you notice Brooke.
Hey.
Oh, whoa, what's this? Brooke, as you and Hoot are walking up towards Bowie, you see blood all over Penelope.
Oh, what did she kill?
A squirrel.
They have a lot more blood in them than I thought.
Yeah. You don't get much out of him.
Yeah, let's, excuse me, can be cleaned off.
Yeah. Should have probably done that before I brought her here, but oh well.
You guys are
That's fine.
you guys are still in the forest, by the way.
Okay, I have my, I have my water with me, so I'm gonna use shape water to kind of be like, Penelope, I'm gonna try and, like, use the water to. Well, I'm gonna give her like a warning, kind of. I don't know how I.
I would say you're able to.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to bite and swat at the water, but you're able to get her clean.
All right. There we go. Good girl. And
Now
I give her some
water on
scritches
the
behind the ear. Oh, sorry.
I said, now there's bloody water on the ground.
I'm just gonna like kind of fling the water and like I'll get some fresh water. Yeah.
Kenneth's just gonna watch from the distance, being like, and this is why I have tiny pets that just eat bread and whatever else that doesn't bleed.
After I do clean her off, I'm gonna give her some scritches behind the ear. And go, Nikki. She like pet. Okay.
She purrs just a little bit.
That brings joy to my heart.
Alright, you guys came there for a reason, so you can RP if you want.
Alright. So, hey, Bowie. Oh, wait, no, I already did that part. Hold on. Wait, hold on. So, aside from hunting, what have you been up to? Just that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. We should go find the others. Other two. I have an idea of what we should do next.
I do remember that Alina wanted to be left alone for a while. She did look really tired after the last encounter. So
Yeah, I told her to, she should work on trying to, feel a little better. How long has it been since I last talked to her? Since when I talked to her?
A few hours.
Okay. Did you just see her?
Oh, excuse me.
no.
Well, I think I know where she is. She might have moved.
How about, so we don't overwhelm her, I just go and talk to her, see if I should bring it up or not.
We need to. I know Doris is probably with her as well, so hopefully he's awake now.
That's what you
Alrighty. Anyways, I think Brooke should take Penelope and actually care for her for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. How does that sound to you, girl? And she like looks up to Penelope.
You do, and you see her. You look at her as she's stretching. Her back is arched, her tail's all puffed up, and you see her claws extended as she stretches, and she just like her mouth is wide open and she's yawning, and she gets, you know how in the Lion King when they stretch like that, they give like a small roar.
Yeah.
It's basically that. Like as she's stretching, she gets like a slight roar, but it's short.
That's kind of cute.
Anyways, I think I'm the one who's, best at talking things into them, I guess. I could probably bring them back to the end so that we can discuss Hoot's stuff as well.
Yeah.
That, or I could just go, not try to overwhelm them with more than one of us. Because if it's anything like my night, I think it's best just to have one of us go and talk, and it's my issue. I should probably be the one to say it.
Oh, yeah, but we should, no offense, you kind of just load everything on at once.
I do need to discuss something with Alina in private as well, so
Alright, so
I'm sorry.
yeah, maybe yeah, I think Bowie should go get Alina, possibly Darius, and discuss that thing with you and her, and then bring them back to the inn so we can discuss the whole Kenneth thing and then our next course of action.
Yes. That would probably be best.
Then should I go with Brooke to the inn or go with Bowie?
You should probably
Well-
go back to the inn, try and figure out more of your magic abilities. Maybe practice that hand thing if you can. Because I
Yeah.
feel like you're the kind of person who would use that in the most creative of ways.
I still think that I should just be the one to go talk to them. Like, I understand that you want to say it, but if you say whatever you have to say to Alina and then I go and tell her what's happening with me, it's going to be overwhelming.
Yeah,
If you want to go, then go ahead.
I was thinking that we would be all together, like, not go to her, but like we would discuss this as a group at the inn. Is kind of, I don't know.
While you two are discussing that, I'll be at the end. So, yeah. And Boo's just gonna walk off elsewhere.
So who's the? Oh, whatever.
Y'all need
Brooke,
to
where
make
did you last see
choices.
them?
Well, I'm gonna kind of. Am I near the area of like where I walked in?
Say that again.
Am I near the area, or do I need to be closer before I can probably point out where the general, or where I last saw them?
You're looking for Alina, right?
Yeah, or like the last location I saw her at.
Roll perception.
He hasn't moved. Alina's gone back to exactly that spot.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Also, who?
That's a 21.
Because you're still there, right? Who?
Yeah.
All right, you roll perception as well.
Let me just roll my second, or my 17th 1d20 plus 5 of the session. That one.
You do not notice. You do not know where she is. You don't notice her at all, despite her wearing a blue shirt. Brooke, whoever you do see her.
Right. I point her out and goes like, she's still over there.
I mean, you have to walk a bit before you see her.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Yeah.
After
And
walking,
once like I go over there, oh yeah, she's still over here.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to her. So.
Yeah. Okay, and then maybe ask where Doris is, if he's still there, or maybe somewhere else. Then yeah, get us to meet back together at the end. All right.
Okay, I'll see you guys there.
Alrighty. Then I'm actually not going to go to the inn, like go in. I'm gonna kind of go right behind it, and just spend some time bonding with Penelope.
you mean you're gonna go into the barn?
Barn's not like right. The barn's next to it.
Yeah, are you going to the barn or behind the inn?
Like behind the inn, it's kind of foresty there, right?
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know. Either works. I'm just going in that general area.
Okay.
My cat.
I get my brain like situated so I can I'm trying to get the land laid out in my head.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. I'll let Hoot go first because interactions and all that.
So, kind of, once Brooke starts to leave, is gonna walk over to Alina and just be like, "Hey, you free to talk?"
Right.
Okay. And he's like gonna. Is she sitting down or is she standing?
Stand down.
Okay, he's gonna walk over and sit down next to her. Did you have a bad night as everybody else did?
Look at it. Does it even look like I slept?
No, but I'm not really one to be able to judge that. So, I have a lot to say, but if you're not in the mood to hear it, I can understand.
Tired, but I can take it.
Well, my predicament seems to have gotten worse, I guess you could say.
Kind of just like
and he's gonna like show her his hand.
just take a second, look at it, kind of like not to stand up, but kind of just like almost like maneuver herself around to kind of like be like facing a bit more towards it, and then just kind of look and go, "Oh, by the gods, what did you?"
I was backed into a corner, but I think I made a deal with Zahor, and I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea, but I had no other option.
Oh, that's the god in the journal that I vaguely need more information about.
Yeah. Well, last night I ended up being. I think it's a dream. I know. Clearly it wasn't, as you could see. Apparently, different eye colors, scar on my hand. I could do a thing with magic now. Anyway, I ended up, I guess, seeing him, and I somehow made a deal with him, but I'll admit, I didn't ask the questions I probably should have, but I panicked, and I knew there was probably no other option. I just need to get those daggers. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck in a fireplace for all of eternity. If that makes any sense.
I was sure that this was the best option.
It was the only option.
He didn't give you any, he didn't ask to back out.
Well, I was stuck in a chair pretty much because I didn't even sit in the chair physically. He kind of moved me to the chair. And then he just
he essentially forced you to make the deal.
yeah. And he just held out his hand and I pretty much was stuck in that position, and so I just went with it. And it was painful, there was screaming, and I was told to keep all you guys close, otherwise, some words I don't want to repeat. He would get a couple pelts, a hat, and a fish tank.
Just roll their eyes. I don't have any plans to be one of those, so don't worry
I'm
about
sorry.
me. Even after you get the daggers, I don't know much too much about magic, but you'll pretty still be bound to him.
Well, technically, from the way he talks, I'm stuck. Kind of bound to him. He's the one that keeps bringing me back. And I could either be stuck with him, just dead in a fire for all of eternity. I cannot stand those screams that I heard. Or I could attempt to do this and maybe have my fate be slightly better.
I really think he's gonna keep his end.
Probably not, but at this point, my life is not going anywhere, and it's attempt to find these daggers and get out of my whole argument with Zettel, or just see what the hell's gonna happen with this. I've been alive for so long now. This just feels like one of my last choices I can make.
And I hate to sound like such a pessimist here once, but what if now with a deal, he's gonna keep you more away from those daggers? He can keep track of you.
From the way it sounds, he was able to keep track of me anyway.
Well, I mean, well, so if I'm getting this right, that was the one that was killing you.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
It's implied that.
Yeah. This is just Alina speaking in character. This is just.
I know.
So.
Sorry.
Alright. So, I am no expert, but it's a little bit easier to keep track of a god over a Kenku in a bunch of, well, in this world. That's probably why it's easier to find you after he killed you. Yes, that is correct.
I'm guessing.
But But now that you've got that mark, he can probably find you wherever, whenever, and wherever he wants to.
See, but the thing about this mark is, when I was walking, there was a whole bunch of things of armor, and that was before I even entered the room where Sahor was. When I entered the room, there was armor, but there was no scratches on it. Everything looked like in a solid piece. There was no blood, no scratches, no dents. And the only difference between those armors and the ones out in the hallway was the symbol. So maybe
I don't know. I can't think right now. I'm extremely tired. I didn't sleep all night.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, you're fine. It's okay. I don't mind. Just seemed a little bit off. It's just I didn't exactly have the best night or best fight. I saw things that
I think we all did, to be completely honest. Yeah. Last night probably wasn't good for any of us. But apparently there might be a person who has the daggers that I know. I don't know who he was talking about, but the way he said it, someone that I know has them, and I could probably find them and get them from whoever that was.
I know this is such a stretch, but you know if you've ever been to Calamus before in a previous life.
That's the thing, I don't remember. If I have been, I don't have any information on it.
Well, we can't just sit here theorizing all day. We're gonna find out when we make it further inland.
Speaking of which, Brooke got a map, so she wants everybody to meet back at the inn so we could discuss, probably where to head next.
So Darius would probably find good use of that. Military and all.
Yeah. Which, by the way, do you know where he might be? Because I think I should probably tell him, too.
Not exactly sure where, but went somewhere towards town last time I saw him, as I was heading back after we heard screamers.
Okay. Oh, wait. Also, keep a lookout for any types of bracelets. Don't touch them. And he's gonna, point at his arm. Well, I'm guessing when he showed her his arm with the mark, she's also going to see the snake. I can't get this stupid thing off.
Her, raises her hand slowly to her face in, a face palm and just goes, I can't leave you guys for a night.
I didn't even go to touch it. I was just trying to get through my bag. I saw a note, and then this happened, so.
Break with you
Look,
guys.
I can't get a break myself either. But
Let's just head back. I can lead you in the general direction that I saw Darius.
okay. Thanks for, I guess, understanding all of this, despite everything that's been happening.
What do you think I wouldn't understand?
I don't know. I know you would understand, but being able to, take everything so, casually, I guess? Because, like you said, you look extremely tired, and especially after the day we had yesterday. This is something I didn't want to have to talk about so soon, I guess.
Kind of just sighs and then just this just it almost scratches the back of the head, and she just goes, you know, in this past year since I got just gestures towards her bandage, I've learned some major things. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, and we just can't do anything about it. And almost everything we go through, we can't control. You know, make peace with it and move on.
He's gonna chuckle ever so slightly. When the hell did you start sounding like the older one with the mini lies? Clearly just joking around, because that's like old person wisdom.
She just chuckles and just goes, I just have a happy personality and a sad soul in one body. It feels weird sometimes.
I completely understand that. Come on, let's get going, because it seems like we have a lot to plan, and I need to figure out the rest of these powers. If there even is more than one. Oh, no, there is more than one. Apparently I can now heal, which is very strange.
Huh, well, at least it'll save us from having to heal you every single time you go down.
To my defense, I'm weak. But yeah, that'll definitely help out a bit. But let's get going. Unless you want to stay here for a bit longer. I heard from Brooke that you've kind of just been hanging out all day.
It's something else I just, want to just say is just because I'm strong enough to handle the pain doesn't mean I deserve it. Same, you'll go through, you're going to get hurt, but trust me when I say I'm stronger than you.
Trust me, I know you are. I felt the pain when Adam grabbed me. I'm so impressed that you were able to handle that and not go down. You could still feel it kind of stinging.
That sting when I saw. Wish I could.
But no, I know you're strong, especially after seeing you handle that. And thanks for saving me multiple times. Even though it was mostly Darius's doing, you still helped me out at that end.
The more I think about it, the more I kind of laugh at the fact that I was the only one who didn't go down once that entire fight.
Darius?
I mean, hey.
No, he got the Banshee once.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Failed the con save against the Banshee.
Oh, I forgot.
Remember, it was only me and Brooke who were still standing after that, because we both succeeded.
But hey, to my defense, last night it looked like I needed to die to get some information. I didn't expect it to turn out this serious information, he says, gesturing to his hand and his face. But I guess this chapter of my life just needed something else thrown at it, so I needed it. I saw a figure when she got me down the first time. I knew I needed answers after.
There's something I should probably say to you, and it's something I admire, and I think that you are brave. I think it's brave that you get up in the morning, even if you're weary, your bones ache for a rest, and I think it's brave that you keep on living, even if you don't know how to anymore, and you push away the waves rolling every day and decide to fight. And I know there's days when you feel like giving in, but it's brave that you never do.
It's called at this point, I now have a reason to live. You guys have showed me so much. All of my past lives, I've pretty much just been hiding in the corner, but this time you guys given me a reason to push forward. Like, when you ended up in that water, every fiber of my being wanted to make sure you didn't die. When I got in there, I didn't even realize I wasn't going to drown. I jumped in there as soon as I could because I saw somebody who I hold dearly pretty much going to die, and I couldn't let that happen.
Just don't just don't risk yourself for me every single time I'm in.
And I don't try to, but I just knew at that point somebody had to do it, and I had nothing else to really do. So, and I heard Bowie yelling at me to try and help, so that's why I did it. Like I said, I saw you that fight. I know you can handle yourself, but the reason why I feel like I keep wanting to just live is this life. I have a family again, and you guys are the reasons why I still move on.
You guys give me a reason. No, I know I don't talk to you guys. Well, no, that's not the right word. I know I'm pretty antisocial sometimes, guys, because of obvious reasons. Like being around people. I appreciate all of you.
That was a loud Discord sound.
Even if some of you don't trust me as much or don't know how to react around me right now. I've tried to kill.
If anybody has a hit mark on them, it's me. I have well, I guess you could call them 2 gods. I have 2.5 gods pretty much breathing over my neck. Trust me, it's weird. He kept flickering through, like, he had blonde hair at one point, and then he had white hair, and I just kept feeling warmth and cold. It was weird. But
God's for you.
yeah.
Same as somebody who's religious. That's God's for you.
I was never religious until now, and part of me regrets every second of finding out about this curse, but at the same time, it's helped me talk more to you guys. You don't know how much I appreciate not having to mimic.
Oh. Made it through. We're still here.
And so are you.
Somehow, but I guess there's something about me. I just goes quiet and then I guess I gave you comments for being brave to give myself one. I guess the bravest thing I ever did was continuing my life.
As a person who's definitely tried to end their own, moving on day to day definitely is something brave. And he's gonna stand up and hold out his hand. Come on. Let's walk and talk. If we're just gonna keep sitting here, we're probably gonna keep talking for a couple hours.
Probably. We'll just keep throwing compliments at each other until one of us eventually gets bored.
Not even bored, it's just until one of us actually accepts it.
Or passes out, and she just kind of points to herself.
Well, I'm not that strong, so you better not pass out.
We'll see.
If I gotta drag you, I'll drag you, but if you get dirty, it's on your own fault.
Hey, we both know about this. We're gonna be me dragging you.
That happened only 2 times. He says jokingly, even though it's not a complete joke.
Hang on, let's see. There was the time at King's Watch, and then probably some other time that I'm honestly, maybe there's more times though. I've lost count. But anyway, we shall let us go.
He just crosses his his arms and rolls his eyes. Okay, I get it. Now let's get going. Like, he's clearly just enjoying the jokingness of it.
Hey, don't worry. They'll be fine. We'll probably just have to drag you out another 100 times before we finally end this quest. Maybe.
I mean, hey, I might be the dumbass, but you're the one who sounds like they got the oldest soul, so the way we look doesn't exactly counteract what we know. So, yeah. Come on.
Let's go. So she's gonna just, grab her stuff, whistle for Colva to follow, put Kintry on her shoulders, and head to the last direction for Darius to show Kenneth.
Roll perception.
I get disadvantage! Woo!
And Steve also wants to look.
Let me roll my M15th 1d20 plus 5.
Guys, I made a big mistake.
What?
What?
I combined my Dr. Pepper and my margarita together.
Peach, no!
To be fair, I feel like
It was a good choice because it tastes so good, but it's already almost gone and I'm really dizzy.
But it's strawberry lime mixed with off-brand Dr. Pepper. That is the weirdest combination I've ever heard of.
It tastes so good.
I want to try that now.
You both see Darius. He's off the docks. Like,
oh, go on.
you're walking through the woods. Like, you go to show him where you last place you saw him, but as you're walking, you look back to see Hoot. Hoot thinks you're looking at him, so he looks back as well. And you're both able to, look through the tree. Like, there's a part in the trees, just enough for you to see that he's in town sitting at the docks.
I should look to, okay, do you want me to go with you, or do you want... Justin didn't like that.
I'm leaving.
I'm gonna leave you.
Discord's just being an asshole.
That was at the perfect timing. Like, do you want to go with you or not? Leaves the call.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's the sentence I missed.
Alina just asked, do you want me to go with you or not?
He's just gonna shrug. If you think you want to, otherwise, Brooke and Bowie should be at the end.
And no, it's your decision, because this is your problem. Do you want me with you or not?
I get it.
Alright. I'll see you back at the inn. I'll go there myself.
And again, thanks for everything back there.
No problem.
And also try and get some sleep. Even if it's just at 5-minute intervals, try and get some rest. You look like you...
I'll get rest once we sort this stuff out. I'll be fine for the rest of the day. I can stay awake a little bit longer.
Oh, trust me, I've known. I've beat my record multiple times. He's clearly joking when he says that before he turns to walk away.
They just gives a small just kind of nod and leave.
And so now he's walking over to Darius. So you can either switch point of views or have it continue.
Continue. You can continue.
He's going to walk over to Darius and see exactly how close everybody is before he speaks. Hey, Darius, you got some time to speak?
Certainly, yes. What do you want?
Possibly something that's going to make you kill me, but, last night a few things happened, and, well, he's going to gesture to his arm with the snake and the mark. I might have made a deal that I could not back out of.
Where'd you get that snake?
It was in my bag with a note.
And who gave it to you?
I didn't have a name. It just said I could I would need it with a smiley face. And I brushed up against something, and it happened. But I was more so talking about the mark on, because Zahor may or may not have made me make a deal with him, and I am stuck with that fact now.
Start talking.
So I'm on pretty much my last life to find these daggers and break whatever this is. So, long story short, I was backed into a chair and he offered to make me a deal, which I was not able to get really much answers about. And now I'm able to do magic.
Right, that wonderful news for you.
What'd you say, JT?
Right, that wonderful news for you.
Oh, Darius.
He just rolls his eyes. But yeah, I thought that would probably be something you should know. Because I was told to make sure you guys stay close. And with the dude who did it, I don't want to risk anything.
Wonderful. So I suppose it's not enough that you're ruining your life now, you have to ruin ours too. You stick the god of death on us, so we can't abandon you in your quest. Glad to know you care, Hoot.
He's just gonna sigh and look down. Go ahead and hate me. Trust me, I knew
I'm already
the
there.
second.
I'm already far there. Do you have anything else you need to tell me before you go?
We got a map and we're planning on moving. If you would like to come talk, we're in the inn. Otherwise, since I've already told you it looks like, I have nothing else to say. And with that,
Well, I'd absolutely not like to talk, but I suppose I have to stay close.
he's just gonna sigh and just not look at him as he walks away.
After just a few minutes, Darius is going to get up to him, walk back to the inn.
Okay. Brooke would have been behind the inn, playing with Penelope. You guys were playing like some kind of fetch, or really, you guys were just also wrestling a little bit. Like she was obviously being gentle with you. Otherwise, you would get clawed up a bit. But you do notice when the others start to walk back.
Nice. I kind of finger guns at them and go, "Hey!"
Kenneth is just he's like, I'm not. No, he's clearly not in the mood.
All right. Brooke gets up, pets Penelope a little bit more, and just she's gonna get Penelope back to the barn, and then go in with the others. I have hiccups right now. This is not fun.
You guys have a choice to make right now. As a group, you have a choice right now. Do you want to continue, or is this where you want to end for the night?
Maybe continue a little bit more.
Sounds fun to me.
I'm going with the rest of the group.
Alright, then I guess we're going to continue. Burb, is Bowie already in the inn?
Yeah, most likely she's probably waiting in the, one of the tables at least.
Okay, then you all are now inside the inn.
Kenneth is going to move over to a table that either Bowie is already sitting at, or for just to show like this is where we'll just meet up, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll go sit at the table as well.
I was gonna go-
Darius will sit.
All right.
All right. So we need to decide where to go.
Do we have any leads on where we need to go?
Well, Brooke is going to bring out the map and put it on the table. Got no clue where we need to go, but I think we just need to move anyway, and maybe we'll get some leads.
All
Stay
I
in
know
one
is I'm
place.
looking for some tribes.
Yeah. If we stay in, we've clearly, for the most part, I guess, exercised all the possibilities here. We need to figure out a destination and go.
Our options.
I want to get something sorted out first. What issue are we trying to solve, first of all?
Probably can't.
Are we trying to solve Kenneth's problem, Alina's, or still going with the King's original check?
Solving problems, don't do mine first. I have enough to deal with myself. Know how to handle it. Enough. That's not
Alrighty.
reassuring, but I know.
Yeah.
I have no leads on what to do to solve my problem, so I think our best bet's just to look for the Aquafinium. Just try and branch off as we do that.
Yeah. Because our second main goal would be then your issue. You have a time limit.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can probably maybe kill two birds with one stone, because the Aquafinium is also protected by the tribes.
His eyes are gonna light up. And that's where I need to go. I need to find. There's these two tribes, and he's gonna scribble down the names of them. Like
We
in
know
his
the
journal.
names.
I know. He's just gonna do that just so that
Okay.
you know. So this is what we have to look for. And it, like you said, if the tribes are the ones protecting the Aquafinium, it's possible that these two places might have the answer to my issue.
So,
Right.
you have to find them, get your problem sorted. You can forget the Aquafinium for now. There's no time limit on that, as far as I'm aware. Kenneth, you are a time limit.
But see, that's the thing. I know you guys have your own lives, and I don't want to have you guys risking your lives for something I got my own self into.
You don't have a choice.
Well, yeah. Too bad for you, but we care about you.
I would
He's
not
just
be.
gonna
Sorry.
sorry. Yeah, he's just gonna give a really quick glance over at Darius, but not say anything. You guys aren't giving me an option, are you?
What was Bowie saying?
Basically saying be blessed by her as if you forego one of her traditions, which is to always pay back a debt. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. That has to go with the RP, so you have correct
Yep.
to say.
Yeah, and I think I have a general destination for us as well, currently. Please ignore makeups, I'm sorry.
Change the booze.
No, I'm 15.
Anyway,
No, I mean,
Oh, okay. No, it's a bit of ways away, so I'm thinking we should stop at some other places beforehand and maybe take a scenic route to it, but just gonna point on the map to Snowview. I I want to go over here, but it's, as I said, pretty far away.
Why do you want to go there?
I am the only druid I know. And over there are some, specifically, I'm a land druid. If you want to get more even more specific, coast.
I'm aware of what land druids
And
are.
there's a, yeah, and there's some coast druids over there. I guess, like, I know how to do druidy stuff. I am a druid, but I want to meet other people like me.
Oh, like I said, it's a long way away. We're over in Misty.
Yep.
Do any of you know how to read a map?
Nope.
In character or out of character?
In character.
In character, Bowie does.
Yeah, Brooke she's good with maps. She can navigate, so I mean, yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering. Just an estimate. For the ones of you that are able to read a map, you know from. It took you 6 months, well, 7 technically, to get to Calamus from Magia. Looking at this map and seeing the massive amount of land, if you go from Mistkeep to Quickburn, for the ones that can read a map, you can tell that would take you a month.
Calamus is huge. Oh my gosh, that is a really long distance.
It only took us a day to go from the military post to Mistkeep,
Via
right?
boat. Run a boat.
By
One
boat.
It is via boat. Yeah, this is by land, but no, we do have a cart. Is that including the cart?
Yep.
Yeah, the boat is faster.
But if we use the boat, we're going to be skipping a lot in between where we might be able to see stuff.
The boat we don't even have access to the boat anymore. I think it's gone. Going to go.
Yeah, I mean, we could get it.
We
We
have to
could
go on
get a
land.
boat. We have to go inland. Yeah. Is there any way that it looks that we could possibly make it the trip faster?
Actually, we might need a bit more information on where we're actually heading, so... Does Quickburn look like a larger settlement than Mistkeep?
On the map, yes.
We might be able to stop by this town, get some more information about the... so that we actually know where we're supposed to be going, and be a bit more efficient in the as well.
Yeah. That does sound like a fairly good idea. So, Brooke is going to move her fingers from Mistkeep to Quickburn. So if we go to Quickburn, then maybe make our way to Lake Point.
Maybe.
Depends on what leads we get after going to Quickburn, and also depends if there's smaller settlements that are not on the map on the way there as well.
Probably are. I mean, I come from a town, a tiny village that's not even on the probably is road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
all-
best point is go to Quickburn, see what they might know about Lake Point, because keep in mind, Lake Point's in between all of that water, so if we go there, we'd have to figure out how to get to the island.
I mean, I'm no expert in places, but I imagine it's ferry system.
Yeah. Or at the very least, maybe a boat rental service or something.
Or just talking to locals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seems like the gap in between the tree lines might be a settlement that isn't marked.
Yeah.
Okay. Just no.
What is Darius doing while they're talking? Sorry, those.
You're fine. Go on.
Staring bitterly at the group, looking far more aged and edgy than usual.
Damn it, JT.
I mean, to be fair, he had a really
Fuck off. He's had a very bad few days.
Yeah.
he had a very
He's react. Like, I'm not being edgy for attention here. I swear, when I'm
I know you're
edgy,
not
I
being
do
edgy for
it because
attention.
it's
Just the
appropriate for the character.
just the description.
yeah. Darius argued.
Well, I hate to sound melodramatic. I usually say he looks edgy to, like, cut the tension somehow.
Yeah.
He looks far more aged than usual. So over dramatic.
Darius arguably had the worst dream.
Oh boy.
I mean, yeah, because it's technically a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just kind of like rub her forehead, just go. Well, I don't know how much Kenneth told you guys, but he told me about what happened with his stuff with the whore.
I already know.
Yeah, that's what I was originally trying to get you for earlier, but yeah.
Well, he told me, and let's just say, I don't think we can split up very far.
She says that Kenneth is going to be looking down, clearly feeling guilty at the sentence.
Wait, what did Luna say?
She doesn't think we can split up far because of what Kenneth told her.
We
Yeah.
can't split up far.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Because
should
like,
stay as a unit because yeah, that was definitely a threat.
Yeah. And Kenneth, do you want to say what he told me? What he said?
I've already told pretty much everybody.
What did you say though? What did they say? What?
Didn't he tell you to keep us close?
Otherwise, some things are gonna happen that should not happen.
Like what?
Right where you're not.
He's clearly gonna hesitate before speaking. Keep your friends close. Otherwise, he'll get a hat, a couple pelts, and a fish tank.
Okay.
And as he says it, he's like kind of like going to like scoot, like move his body like closer to himself to try and like it's like he's trying to hide within himself.
Okay, just to lighten the mood, is there a window in the tavern?
Oh no! Oh no!
No. Just to lighten the mood, is there a window that leads out? Okay. Boo's just gonna walk out the inn. She's going to stand in front of the window so that the rest of the group can see you, and then she's just gonna start flipping off the sky. Like,
Why am I just? What is
I'm gonna
this?
give for that now. I'm gonna give for that. That sounds so fucking hysterical.
like she's not even smiling. She's just straight stone faced,
Just
flipping the
stokely
sky,
flipping off the sky.
flipping off the sky in the middle of town.
Oh my god!
Why am I just imagining it being like fucking strike me, Thor, you won't strike, and then the lightning fucking strikes.
Come on, strike me down, Zeus. You don't have
You do this. Where's my? There it is. Never mind. You're free for now.
Suddenly you take 10 d12 lightning damage.
I roll a d100. You're free for now.
Oh my god.
Oh, gee. And Blue's just gonna walk back in after that.
She's gonna like
Oh my
just,
God.
put her, like her hand over her mouth. She's like just trying to hold in the laughter. She's just like just taking a deep breath and just going, not funny.
Sure. Sure it wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't. Not funny at all. This is a serious matter. I should not laugh.
Oh yes, this is such a serious matter.
So Kenneth's not gonna laugh per se. He's just gonna have like a very tiny smirk.
For how much I try and like be mature, there's moments like this I remember. Yeah, I'm still a child.
And that is a good thing, Helena. Okay?
I guess.
We're all a child sometimes. Well, except for him, and she's gonna point towards the.
And some of us are children all the time, and she just points to herself.
Anyways, we should probably get back on topic. So, our next course of action is most likely get to quick burn and then get all the information that we can. I'm guessing that's our next move.
Yeah, quick burn.
Alrighty. Seeing how it's past midday, we should either get going or start resting up for now.
I say we leave first thing in the morning.
Let's get some last things because you guys need to eat. So make sure we have rations and have enough things for, I guess, the travels and leave tomorrow morning.
Alina already got the rations covered with that one deer.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Don't remind.
Did you already cook all that?
We already turned it all into jerky, and jerky lasts so long as.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Everything else we need here, though. And we sorted out every problem here already.
Potions, bandages, anything else that can provide, aid.
Oh, I'm completely fine. And she just like kind of like looks at me, and she's like, realizes that her bandage is bloody because it's injured. I don't know if anyone actually knows in the drawing her bandage. She goes, okay, maybe I need a new bandage, but I already got a spare one. But
Actually, I have a feeling that we might need some oil. Not so sure.
Why?
Don't you dare!
Why do you need oil?
Some oil and ball bearing.
Bird, no.
This is my inner player speaking. Okay?
Can somebody please fill me in? I am confused.
Flaming ball bearings.
Oh,
Lots of them.
oh god.
why?
I know,
Is that
because I've done the
powers?
same thing in a different campaign.
Oh,
It worked in silence, okay?
oh no.
And it's called, once Kenneth harnesses his powers, he has sacred flames.
We could get a
Flames
sling and use the
burst.
oil as well. Just,
No, it's
you
not.
know, Rise rerun it.
Oh god, no, please, no.
Let's continue, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of oil. I think I bought I think there's actually, I'm gonna check my car inventory alone. Yeah, there's 5 oil flasks in Alina's car inventory alone.
Oh gosh.
That's fine.
I mean, I could heal a little bit now, which was definitely a weird thing to do. But yeah, potions of health and whatnot should definitely be something we keep excess of, especially after knowing what can happen on this island.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you actually have one of these, but she's gonna just kind of scramble around in her bag a second. I think it's actually on her, please. What is that? Yeah. She's gonna pull out her signal whistle. How many of you actually have one of these?
I have a flute and a violin.
What was it?
Is it actually called signal?
Yes, signal whistle.
Yeah, it's a signal whistle, but I don't have it.
No, I don't have that.
Kenneth is just gonna look at her very confused.
Signal whistle.
Kenneth's a Kaneko. He could probably just mimic a really loud sound or a signal whistle.
Sometimes you can't mimic loud sounds.
Yeah, mimic is interesting, but some sounds like gunfire and whistles you cannot mimic. Not very.
I'm just imagining it.
Yeah.
I'm imagining now, just for some reason, a Kenku just opening his mouth and you hear a gunshot.
Anyway,
I mean,
what the fuck was that?
I had my die stuck up in a tower and then it fell down.
It sounded like somebody crunched on something. Anyway,
I had a giant
Don't worry,
melon
guys.
and
It's just
fell.
kind of making a metal clinking noise.
anyway, since I was like, look, signal whistle, and well, need to say, if we get split up, should we have somewhere to find each other? I have one. I don't know how many of you guys have one, but if you can go get one, or I'll go buy one for all of you.
How much did it cost?
Not much, a few copper pieces each.
Okay.
I don't can afford that.
Good thing,
I
because
wouldn't know where to get it.
I only have 50 silver left.
Bowie, I'll buy you one.
That's fine.
No, Bowie, I'm buying you one.
You said it only costs a few copper.
But she's buying you one whether you'll like it or not.
Yeah.
She's too nice.
Then I'm buying one for myself then.
Good God.
It's called backup.
Yeah, exactly.
Just shakes her head. Alright. But we could have one of these each. Like what we know, I don't know how far we can quote unquote go before something bad could happen to any of us. Dealing with a god of life and death. And
Yeah.
I'm even me, the religious one, doesn't know how bad this is going to be. I pray to two entirely different gods.
And I am. Yeah, I don't pray to any gods at all, so even I know how fucked this is.
The concept of life and death is basically, not good, but it's also fair, I guess.
No, I follow Sylvanas and Malik. But they're both nature gods. Well, a nature god and a nature goddess.
Speaking about that, Alina, I need to talk to you about something after you get rest up.
No, don't tell me about this now, because otherwise I will probably sleep all day.
Sleep all day first.
No.
Do it.
Please tell me, Bowie.
Do it. You won't. I bet you don't have the guts to sleep all day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're right, I don't.
Oh shit.
Ah.
How about no?
Please?
No.
Bowie,
No,
don't.
no.
Can't just say to me, hey, I need to tell you something, and then not tell me.
Get some rest first.
Don't need rest.
Oh, really? How many fingers am I holding up? And she's just gonna hold up 4 fingers.
4. I'm not that stupid.
She's immediately going to pull up her thumb. As you said 4. Nope, it's 5.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, God. What did I do to get stuck with you guys?
Show up.
Yep. Anyways, I guess it's decided. We'll head towards. I need to look at the map again.
Quick burn.
Quickburn. We head towards Quickburn first thing. That means before sunrise.
Right.
Hey, Darius, I have a question.
Yes.
What is going through your head at the moment?
I don't like the nature of that question.
Would
I'm gonna have
grasslands?
to think for just a moment.
Huh?
I'm going to have to think about that for just a moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Would grasslands count as desert?
No.
Damn.
Nah.
Savannah might, but I'm pretty sure grasslands are a specific biome for favorite explorer, natural explorer.
What exactly is a temperate forest?
It's
It's like deciduous, right?
No, they're different.
Temperate is like, isn't it
It's
pine?
more wet. I think I get my forests mixed up. I'll have to Google
Yeah,
it again.
because deciduous is what
It's
is like UK, which is like oak.
It's colder. It's a colder climate forest.
Ignore the top parts. That was for me. That was to help me to actually mark out the colors for the map.
Ooh.
Ignore the top.
Okay.
Not for you to worry about at the moment.
at the
Derek.
moment. Sorry.
Darius is likely to think about if he's willing to risk the wrath of a god right now. And how much this job really is worth to him.
Say that again?
He's likely thinking about if he's willing to risk the wrath of a god and if this job is really worth that much to him. The potential benefits.
Alright. Who you would hear every thought going through Darius's head. And likewise, also, what is Hoot thinking about at the moment?
He just feels extremely guilty of just regretting every choice he made.
Darius, you hear every thought going through Hoot's head.
He's gonna take small comfort knowing that Hoot does at least feel bad, but he's not gonna vocalize any of this. Too out of it to really realize, oh fuck, I'm reading his thoughts. He's just gonna assume he's just projecting how he feels. Mundanely, that is. I understand projecting how he feels and imply that he thinks it's magic. He doesn't.
Bowie. Alright, guys, that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Sorry
Alright.
for
Yeah, I
interrupting.
just add one more thing.
What do you want?
So Kenneth being able to hear those thoughts, not connecting it, he's just thinking it's his own mind playing tricks on him, just making him feel more guilty.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
It's the snakes.
It's the snake.
Alright,
And scene.
Woo!
oh, you guys can go say goodbye.
Alrighty.
Good night, stream.
Bye, stream.
Night,
Thanks for sticking
stream.
with us.
See you later.
Have a great night.